You're listening to Substation Gaming Podcast. I am Black Chestnut, and with me is Lukos
Hello.
and Ricola.
Yo.
Today we're going to be continuing on where we left off last week, talking about all the games coming out in this year and beyond. Mostly focusing on the games that don't have any release dates yet, except for a few that have recently gotten announced, and one that we forgot to talk about last time, which is going to be Scarlet Nexus, the first thing we're talking about.
All right, let's jump right into it.
Well, I don't know what to say. It looks like this occupies the same space in my brain as like Code Vein. Remember that?
Yeah, it kind of does.
That was by Namco as well, I think.
Yeah, this is like generic anime action game.
Generic anime action game?
Yeah, when I look at this, I'm reminded of other games like Astral Chain and stuff like that.
Right.
And you know, that can go either way, really. Like,
Yeah, and I remember watching one of the trailers in it, and I just kept thinking, it's like, damn, this dialogue is terrible.
Damn.
Don't be hating on it, man. Come on.
It's like, it's just like really generic, like anime dub dialogue, it felt like.
Does anyone say no more Mr. Nice Guy in it?
No more
favorite.
Mr. Nice Guy.
I'm not sure.
The one character with a green eyeball looks really cool on the splash art of this wallpaper right now. So
I don't think that's a green eyeball. I think that's just a light particle over their face.
hey, it looks like her eye is glowing green. Hey, if she has a green eyeball that pulsates green, that's
I don't
pretty
think
cool.
that's what that is.
I'm just saying. And also, the person on the left, it's got some pretty cool looking shurikens. If that's what those are.
They look like batarangs.
Yeah, I was about to say they look like batarangs actually.
Yeah. Yeah. This game might be good.
Yeah, it's like Astral Chain I didn't really like when I was super excited for that. So like, I can't go either way with like anime action games. It could be
Yeah.
anything.
Like even if like
Oh yeah, this is
nothing but the gameplay is good, then you still got a game that plays well. So
Yeah.
it can't be that bad.
Yeah, people don't watch the anime and don't know like all the lore
Well,
and shit behind
No,
it.
it's
This-
original.
Yeah, this isn't tied to any actual
Oh,
anime.
it's not?
It's just
Yeah, we're just
No.
saying animates bring across the art.
this is
style.
just like this is just in like an anime art style. There's nothing.
Right.
It's not like a tie-in game. This is a new IP from Bandai Namco.
Oh, I mean, at least it's being made by Bandai, so Bandai
Yeah,
Namco,
I mean-
so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, like I've been saying, it's just like I'm watching this and it's like I'm sure it'll be pretty
Was
good.
it Jump Force Namco?
I don't remember.
That's the
Good
Dragon
dialogue.
Ball Z game, right?
That was just the
No, it's
Shonen
more-
Jump game,
It's more than just that.
Oh right.
but
right,
it does. Yeah,
Wait,
It's
actually, is Goku even in that?
yeah, he is.
Okay, I gotta remember. I just remember like hyper realistic
Luffy.
everything. Hyper realistic Yugi.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot Yugi was in that game.
They added Jorno apparently recently. I think that game's still getting updates.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Well, what's our next game? Let's move on. There's not much to
Yeah.
say about this.
Yeah.
Good.
Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Yeah.
Oh, before we move on from Scarlet Nexus, that game's coming out June 25th.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
That feels like centuries from now.
Yeah. So the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Hell yeah.
Finally getting localized.
Finally.
Yeah.
I went through all the trouble of getting homebrew on my 3DS and installing the fan patch once, and now that will finally become obsolete.
Yeah.
I mean, if the official translation's any good, which I assume it will be. Capcom has a good track record.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this to see Herlock Shlomes in HD.
Yeah.
Yo, these
Yeah.
guys got katanas. What is this?
Yeah.
It's Ace Attorney game that came out a few years back. That takes place in like early 1900s Japan or late 1800s. I forget exactly.
New way to
It's
play
like
real
late
Ryan.
1800s, early 1900s.
Meiji
Like
era.
before World War One, I think.
Oh,
Meiji
that's an
era.
interesting time period.
Yeah.
Herlock Shlomes is in it.
Yeah.
Herlock
So
Shlomes.
the story I've heard about this game specifically and its localization is that Capcom has wanted to localize it for a long time, and the specific reason why they haven't been able to is because of the Sherlock's Home copyright IP.
Right.
Even though Sherlock's Home is
he's public domain except for a few of the last stories, which apparently this touches upon.
yeah.
So
Excuse me.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard me,
And,
but I just
like,
burped
it's
really hard.
specifically not in public domain in America.
That for a year until the fan translation came out, people thought translation was like next to impossible just because it's really like uses a lot of old Japanese like language and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just because of the time period, like so a lot of people thought translation would be a pain in the ass. But oh man, it is getting a physical release too.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely something they have wanted to been doing, then just haven't been able to because of like legal loopholes they had to figure out.
yeah, so they were just like, fuck it, let's screw up.
Because the reason why is because Herlock Sholmes is an actual fictional character who is in public domain.
Yep, from Lupin.
Yeah, he's from Lupin.
Because he originally used Sherlock Holmes, and then Arthur Conan Doyle was like, "Hey, stop."
Hey,
Yeah.
stop. Get some help.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
This game's coming out July 27th, 2021, so midsummer. Should be able to play this
Still a
game.
bit off. I need to get around to pre-ordering that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm kind of excited to play another. Well, I think I've only played one of these. Can't remember which one. I remember playing one on my iPad or something. That like the mobile game that they had.
The mobile port of
They
it.
have
Yeah.
the first three. The trilogy is on iPad.
Oh, maybe
Actually, wait, World Destinies is on iPad as well. So shit, you could have played anything.
I may have played one of those on my iPad, but I remember playing
Yeah.
one with you, Ricola, at your house a while back, like probably still mid high school era. That was a while ago now. Just think about it.
I haven't played them since like freshman year.
Right.
Aside from, I played the first case in Great Ace Attorney like 2 years ago when the translation came out.
No, I think it was a little while more than that. But yeah, no, I'm definitely like excited to play another one of these games because I remember them being interesting. I just remember them being a little bit older, so I didn't really
They're
have.
very good beginner VNs, and also just great.
Yeah, I also
They're fun.
They're fun.
remember not being very good at them either. So I would always ask for your help.
How do you fuck up a visual novel?
Well, isn't
You'd
it?
be surprised.
Well, isn't it
Yeah,
like?
that's
no, yeah,
fair.
it involves critical thinking.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
true.
think-
There is a fail condition. There is a fail safe, so you know.
You have a health bar. You
Yeah.
fuck up too many times, the judge automatically declares them guilty.
all right, but yeah. Again, this game comes out July 27th. Pretty exciting.
Excite.
All right, moving
What's the
on.
noun for excitement?
Excitement. Yeah, our next game is Tales of Arise.
Yes.
The new Tales of game.
Yes.
I've tried to get into Tales of series. I played 10 hours of Vesperia and never finished it, but the Tales of games are really good. Always pretty good.
Yeah.
This one looks like it's a lot higher budget, like visually.
Yeah. They definitely. Well, it's because they're trying to push it for like next gen consoles and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're trying to be like, this is the next big next gen Tales of game.
Right.
Yeah, that's neat. What
Yeah.
was the last one? Was it Syria? I'm actually not sure off the top of my head.
I don't know on the top of my head, but it
It's been
hasn't.
a while.
It's been a little while for the Tales of series, just because they usually get tons of games. Like, it's a very long running series. They've got tons of
Hey,
games
hey,
been around since like the SNES, I think.
hey guys, you want
Oh,
to take a
really?
guess at what engine this
Yeah.
is being made in?
Let me guess, it's Unreal Engine 4.
Yep.
Jock engine.
What a shocker. But yeah, originally
Yeah.
this game was delayed to September
Yeah,
due to
Happens.
the actual pandemic because of just
yeah.
yeah. But
Um,
yeah, Bandai Namco is also making this game as
Yeah, they
well.
make all the Tales games.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard about this
Another
game until
Bandai Namco
yeah, I haven't
franchise.
really heard about this
Never
game
even
too
heard
much.
of Tales of Symphonia. The guy with the two swords. He has a me in Smash Bros.
Tales of what?
Man, how do I spell Symphonia?
Oh, Symphonia. Here we go. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, I have seen this GameCube game.
Yeah, it's on GameCube. I've played Tales of Vesperia. I have it on Switch.
Okay.
Never finished it, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It has like a Smash Bros. Style combat where it's like 2.5D and you press directional buttons with your buttons to do special attacks and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's like
kind of neat.
It's an action RPG. All of the
Yeah.
Tales of games are action RPGs.
Interesting.
One thing to note is that almost all of the Tales of games are co-op. You can play them together with multiple people.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
they're all co-op except for this new one. This new one is single player only.
oh, really? Okay.
I actually
Yeah.
didn't know.
Well,
I didn't know
maybe
Vesperia.
maybe we can add that to possibility of games to play in the future.
Potentially.
Maybe we would have to. Recall, you still got my GameCube, right?
I mean, most of them. There's a lot of
own
Tales of games on Steam. I'm pretty sure there's actually a sale going on right now.
Oh,
Go buy Vesperia. It's good. You literally fight global warming.
well, we could do that IRL too.
Yeah, but now with a sword.
I mean, that's fair. You
I
could,
mean,
no,
you
you
could,
could,
but
but you might go to jail.
I mean, you do go to jail in
Yeah,
Vesperia.
Tales of Suspiria specifically on Steam. The definitive edition is 80% off.
Does it have multiplayer? Vesperia?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a big
it is
hunk
local
off.
co-op.
Jeez.
Oh, huh. Because, yeah, those are like, like text-heavy RPGs. Like, I don't know how well that would play. Like, multiplayer.
That's part of the reason why they said they didn't include co-op in this.
Right.
See, it would be like having multiplayer in, like, a Final Fantasy game. It's like,
That
yeah,
and they changed up the combat quite a bit, and the camera angle is different in
yeah,
this
like a lot
one.
more fast-paced from what I can tell.
Right.
They always have, like, you can string, like, huge combos and stuff, but the combat's still pretty... You just do an input and do attacks, for the most part.
It does worry me a bit, though, if only for the fact that if they're cutting out a core feature of the franchise, like, what else are they,
I never even knew these had multiplayer. So
not
I'm
doing, you know?
I never even knew, so...
Right.
It's just it's a bit of a red flag for me whenever it's like this core feature of this franchise, we're not doing it this time. It's like, well, what else are you not doing?
Right.
Eh,
Yeah. What else are they taking out of this game?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
yeah,
That's
the core
appropriate.
gameplay is still fine. The
yeah,
strength
I mean
sequence
that's
and writing
yeah.
and world building. That's the strength of any JRPG. I think gameplay comes second for a lot. Like I don't. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it's not a JRPG. It's an
Well,
action RPG.
That's semantics.
Yeah, action.
It's not semantics. It's the fucking genre. You can't just be like Scream. It's kind of a comedy.
Scream is
It really
totally
is,
a
though.
comedy.
It really
It's
is.
fucking hilarious.
Okay.
It is a horror, but it's a comedy horror.
It's a horror
Yeah,
that I laugh.
it's a horror. Yeah. It's horror.
All right. Anything
But,
else to say
the-
about this?
How much to say? Game's not out. I haven't finished the Tales game, so I can't even talk about the series too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is getting into the. Oh wait, no, this is September 10th release date.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
holiday-ish season.
All right.
Go buy it for your
Okay.
children.
All right, this is starting off right after this next one is going to be all games that don't have release dates as of right now.
Yeah.
So we're getting into Final Fantasy 16.
16.
Yes.
16. Wow. This is so. As far as I know, this is being done by the 14 director, right?
Yes, this is being done
Okay.
by the guy who fixed Final Fantasy 14.
So I trust it'll be a good game. Okay.
Yoshitaka Amano.
Now, weird thing about this, it looks like you don't even have like a party.
You don't.
Right? Like,
I'm pretty sure
is.
you don't.
That's crazy. Like that. I'd honestly go as far to say that like party interactions like one of the biggest part of like JRPGs for me, or like
Yeah.
especially like Final
Well,
Fantasy.
it's almost like one of the most important games franchise in an entire genre decided that doesn't want to be a part of its own genre anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of weird if I'm being honest.
Don't worry,
Like,
they did that back 20 years ago with 11, so don't.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, you know,
I know, but
there hasn't been a real Final Fantasy game since 10, so...
Hey, what about 10-2? 10-2's got a job system.
Okay, 10-2.
Yo, what about Final Fantasy 13?
I mean, I guess that counts, but it's not very good, so we don't count it.
Yo, that game is still the shit.
That's like saying, like, Sonic 06 is, like, the third adventure game. It doesn't count.
Damn, I wish I lived in the universe where Sonic 06 was the third adventure game. That'd be sick.
But you do.
I mean, it is. It functionally is. It just is bad, so nobody cares about it.
Right.
Yeah. Just you wait until the HD remake. Just you wait.
Right.
It's gonna
Oh,
happen.
God.
But back on the 16.
Wait, okay. No, I don't
No,
even
I
want to
have
think about that.
Because I mean 14's great from what I played. Like
Yeah. 14's
Um,
good for an MMO.
I don't think MMOs were inherently bad.
One
14's
thing,
pretty grimy. Some of it's still pretty grimy. Like I think its subscription system's a bit grimy, even if they let you pay for free to like level 60 or whatever.
Yeah.
Having a subscription system is crappy. I like it.
regardless, Final Fantasy has a great team that makes their logos.
Yeah.
Because this
I think it's just one guy.
They haven't yet. They've all been cool.
Yoshitaka Amano is a beast at making these logos. That's all I gotta say. I just realized that he's copyright
I can't
claiming
say
it.
it's 16. It looks like it's. But Final Fantasy's always been trying weird shit since 10. Like, so I can't really even say much until it's in my hands.
I feel like I could say a lot.
What are these like beasts on the front though?
They're
Like,
the summons.
One's a phoenix.
One's Phoenix and the other is Ifrit.
Ifrit, that's the name.
Yeah.
Which one's Ifrit? That's the
Ifrit's
fire one.
Ifrit's the bottom
Yeah,
one.
they're both fire ones.
Yeah.
It's the two fire summons fighting each other. And
Yeah.
it's central to the plot of the game.
Ricola, obviously the phoenix is the bird.
I get Ifrit mixed up with Behemoth in my head because they're both have like horns and they're fuzzy.
I mean, they're similar-ish. Ifrit's on fire, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's red.
Yeah, I mean, so to put this game in perspective, the most famous JRPG franchise of all time, Final Fantasy, the newest entry, just like the last entry as well, is not a JRPG. It's an action RPG. And unlike last time, this one's actually getting directed by an action director. The guy who did the DMC5 combat direction is doing the combat direction for this
fuck,
game.
This is gonna be great then.
Ooh,
Okay, Itsuno's doing this shit. Oh
Yeah.
fuck, I'm all over this. Okay,
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I'm gonna go pre-order. You guys know how good DMC5 was?
Yeah. I'm sure Square Enix will find some way to fuck it up.
Man, Ricola is sold on this game. He doesn't even need to see any gameplay. He's sold on it already.
Hideaki Itsuno, the director of Devil May Cry 2.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on then.
No.
No, okay.
Joe hasn't been. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. VOD.
Yeah. So
he has a vendetta against Final Fantasy.
I do.
Like
I am
3
just
games
not
in a series
happy
that
with
has
the current
that system.
direction the franchise is going in.
What, this Final Fantasy?
Yeah, I'm just not happy
Actually,
with it.
I know you're a real stickler for having jobs, and I agree jobs are really cool, but what games in the series have jobs? It's just 3,
1,
5,
3, and 5,
10-2 has jobs.
and Tactics, but that's a spinoff.
10-2 is main series that has jobs. So
Yes,
Indeed, Final Fantasy 16 will be fire.
Tactics is the one I was talking about being the spinoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like three games. So
It doesn't even necessarily need to have jobs. as much as it just needs to be a part in the genre that it's supposed to be in.
Yeah,
Look, it just bugs me when a game franchise decides it wants to stop being what it was for the last 40 years and to do a completely new thing.
Yeah, I almost kind of don't like the fact that it's not like team based. Like you,
Yeah.
like
Even Final Fantasy 15 had a party, despite the fact that they were basically pointless.
hey, 15 is the best party in any video game ever.
You know what would be better with 15? If it had a job system and turn-based combat. You know how much better that game would be if it just had those two things?
But
That and, actual level design, as opposed to a barren wasteland of a world.
I actually kind of like 15's world. I kind of like the world building a bit, but
It's just a big desert.
right.
No, when you get out of the desert, it gets pretty lush after that, actually.
I never played that far into it.
It's pretty lush after that. It's some really cool cities,
It
actually.
bored me to death within the first 3 hours, and I just could not continue. I can't even imagine playing a Final Fantasy game that boring. So I'm sure 16 will be better than 15. Like, there's no doubt in my mind on that.
See, like, I think there's enough games that fill the void of, like, PS1 and SNES era Final Fantasy for me. Like, there's, like, if I want something like SNES era, I could play, like, one of the tens of thousands of RPG Maker games, because there's plenty of amazing RPG Maker games that are made.
Okay. I just want to address something in the chat really quick. Turn-based was not created because of gameplay restrictions. Turn-based was created because that was the fucking gameplay. If they wanted to make a fucking action RPG on the NES, they fucking could have. I know this because there are action RPGs on the fucking NES.
Dragon Quest did it because they were digging on wizardry and Ultima.
Exactly. And you want to know why they did it like that? Because those games were digging on tabletop role-playing games.
They were digging on tabletop, and you can't... And turn-based
this is just the genre. It is. It's like...
Not limitation, but it is... It's...
And when the core part of the franchise is having a big party with a large cast of characters that all do different things, and then you just have no party because you can't have a party in an action game because then you have to constantly swap characters, and that's a pain in the ass to fucking develop.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
it gets like that.
You could have a party. You could have a party. Like, I'll be honest. 15. I still like the party in there. Like, you can fuck with their stats and stuff and get them to like fulfill nice niche roles and stuff. I think their party system is one of the better things about it, honestly. But 16 not having a party at all is still pretty weird to me.
I mean, it still could be leave like openings for the game to actually be like a whole different thing, but it kind of goes against the whole Final Fantasy thing, because like Final Fantasy is like you have your team and you're playing through the game and you build up your team and yada yada yada, but like this kind of just takes a different direction almost a little bit.
That's because it's in a completely different genre.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Just
I don't know, it just kind of irks me that new Final Fantasy games play more like Dark Souls and Kingdom Hearts than they do like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
it's like
there's something
I'll
wrong
be honest, I think 7 Remake struck a decent balance. Like,
I don't think it did.
It's ATB, but you just walk around a bit.
It's not ATB, it's just an action game where you hit people and then you can pause the game to do a special attack.
Yeah, but it's just practically the same thing. It's just between the ATB bars charging up, you actually have something to do aside from...
That's only because ATB is like the worst form of turn-based combat.
Yeah, but it's what Final Fantasy was for a while.
right.
Anyway, yeah, we're just kind of gonna talk in circles about Final Fantasy, I feel like. So
I guess.
We need to we could make a more organized talk about this some other time.
Yeah, maybe when the game gets a release date and we can get a little bit more, maybe even a trailer.
We'll talk about this again.
Yes.
When we talk about upcoming...
one last thing. On a more positive note, on 16, I do like the fact that they're finally going back to the classic Final Fantasy visuals and setting.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I do like the art direction this game has taken.
Which is, it's always something nice to look about, the art style of a game.
I do like how it looks. visually.
Yes, this logo right here looks fantastic.
You're gonna buy it because of the logo?
Yes, if the game has a good box cover, I'm gonna play it. I don't need to look at the back.
Yeah, I think plenty of Final Fantasy games have tried to sell themselves on their fucking awesome box art.
That's why I bought 13 on my Xbox. That shit looks dope.
It's just Lightning just standing there, but not even in a cool way, like Cloud standing there.
No, Lightning is sick, okay? You ever think maybe Cloud is just like, the cloud, and then Lightning is the actual cool stuff that comes out of the cloud. So that makes him even better than the cloud, so...
Yeah. I need to address the chat really quick, specifically, because here's the thing. When you decide to change your genre of game, you want to know what you do? You piss off the old-time fans who liked it the old way, and you don't actually attract any new people, because everybody who already has decided they don't like Final Fantasy is going to look at the new Final Fantasy game and say, I don't like Final Fantasy. I don't care what they do to it. I don't like it. And they're not going to fucking try it. And then you piss off the old fans. Yeah, and that turned into 6, and it was a fucking massive flop.
Okay, fair.
And then they decided to fucking go back and fix their shit.
But 4 through 6 are, I still think, the best-selling games in the series, so actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, 6 sold well, but it was a big flop because they spent too much money on it.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I do think Resident Evil is actually an okay example of a bit of a series shift that worked really well.
It didn't work well because they literally decided that what they were doing was wrong, and they completely went back to what they were doing before.
Yeah, well, now they're doing a nice mix between the action and the horror now. They're
just doing what they were doing with 4 again.
Exactly. They reached a good middle ground.
All right. Let's bring it back around. 16 looks interesting. We'll touch more on it on a later stream.
I can't wait for Final Fantasy 27. What's the one that's in Deus Ex Human Revolution? It has a poster on the wall. It's like a bajillion Roman numerals. They made a fake logo for it and everything. It was hilarious. Go look that one up, Sam, for a good logo.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll talk about that one in a later stream as well.
In a few decades from now.
What the
heck is a Forspoken? That's our next game.
Oh, yeah, that's the new Square Enix game.
Forspoken? Alright, moving on.
What's a Forspoken?
Forspoken. We got a very interesting picture for this one. It's just a girl. Looks like she's like an earthbender of some sort, and she's just throwing animals at people.
Yo!
Have you guys seen the trailers for this?
I believe I have. I just
the one that looked like a tech demo?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen it.
Yeah, this was like originally titled like Project Athen or whatever, and it just got a new name.
Okay, so yeah, I think I saw that then. Yeah, I think I originally saw that trailer and just thought it was a tech demo. I didn't actually think it was a real game.
Yeah, it's a game. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be about though.
It's got
the only thing they've shown off is just her jumping around.
Oh, they're finally doing AAA Mario.
Right. It's got a lot of interesting character models for all the. Looks like the enemies. Looks like they got.
Yeah.
Looks like they got this like chupacabra bear.
What is that supposed to be?
It's a chupacabra bear.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a chupacabra bear, except it doesn't have backwards feet. But it's also got some like Dark Souls character looking knights almost. But this game's being made by Luminous Productions. I don't really know too many other games that they've made.
It's just a first party Square studio. It's just a studio that Square made specifically to help work on the Luminous engine.
Oh, right, okay. So for once, we're not getting an Unreal Engine 4 game.
Has Luminous engine been for anything else?
Wasn't this the engine they used for Final Fantasy 15?
No, I can't. I'll look it up. I can't remember off the phone.
Yeah.
Luminous engine. By Square Enix. Yeah, it looks like 15.
Mm-hmm.
And 15 is a very, very pretty game, so okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure this game will graphically look great.
Right.
Yeah.
Will it play great? I don't know.
Yeah,
haven't turned much off of it yet, so who knows?
the curse of every unreleased video game ever made.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's, yeah. There's not too much to say on this because this doesn't even have a release date yet. I think they only have...
It's coming out 2022, they said, but
Right.
who knows? It could get delayed even further.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it looks promising, it's definitely a different game. I don't know if I've ever... What is it? What does it technically fall under as far as category-wise?
Action adventure.
Oh, okay. So it's...
I just said
That means nothing!
Exactly. I know nothing about the game. I just said that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
I know it's true.
action adventure could mean something if the game companies then decide to label every fucking video game under the sun as action adventure.
True.
You know.
It saves time, okay?
Yeah.
Like Balan Wonderworld.
Helen Wonderworld is an action adventure game. I agree.
It's just a platformer.
There is action and there is adventure.
I don't think there's either of those things in Balan Wonderworld.
Okay.
That's that.
There's no adventure in it, and there is no action.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Jump sometimes when the game decides you can.
You jump, you turn into a box, and that's about it.
Could be
Yeah.
better.
Now, what are we going to say about these?
I got nothing for Forsaken.
Yeah.
Next few games, I think we mostly talked about the last few times, so I think we can breeze through most of these. Next few ones.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Five Nights at Freddy's Security.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yes.
We've talked about this twice now. What are we gonna say? No, we just put it here for the sake of.
To address the chat, no, I do not like any modern games. When was the last time they made a good game? Let's see. It was Bravely Default 2. Yep.
Came out like last month.
Yeah,
It
exactly. That's a modern game.
Yeah. Wanna know why it was good? Because it was made old school, like they did it back in the day.
All right. Well, going a little bit, touching back on Security Breach. Chestnut, didn't you say that Scott Coffin?
Yes, Scoff Coffin made a Reddit post today saying that it was delayed till late this year. It was supposed to come out early this year. Basically what he said was the scope got a bit too big. They wanted to do more with it, and so they decided to delay it so they have time to actually do all the things they want to do with the game. So it's more of a delay out of ambition than it is a delay out of necessity.
Right, which is promising. I mean, it is a different direction for the whole FNAF series as a whole. It's going to be, instead of you just sitting in one spot, you can actually, like, walk around. And are you going to be able to defend yourself this time, or are you just going to have flashlights still?
We barely know. We don't know much of the
Right,
gameplay.
okay.
I'm assuming this is the type of horror game where you hide, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Amnesia with Five Nights at Freddy after you.
Pretty much, yeah.
And hopefully a pistol in your pocket that you don't get to use.
No, I think you play as like a 10-year-old.
Oh, so no
This doesn't
pistol.
rule out guns.
Yeah, this doesn't rule out guns still. Hey, maybe he can be an elementalist, like Ness or something.
Does that mean?
He just
like lightning powers?
Yes, man. He just electrocutes all the animatronics before he gets them. That's just
Okay.
I'm sure there'll be a puzzle in the game where you have to like drop an electrical wire into a wet floor when the animatronic walks over it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure that'll probably be like a puzzle, and
honestly,
that's gonna be sick. I can
Yeah.
already imagine in my head.
right, if they
Yeah.
do take that approach where you kind of have to use your environment around you to like kind of defend yourself while also hiding at the same time, that would be kind of cool. Like what if you get to hang one of the animatronics? I mean, I know that's
What's that supposed to be?
you're gonna lynch one of the fucking
Well, not-
animatronics.
lynching is throwing
Like
rocks
a
at them.
goose trap?
No, like yeah, you just like
They don't have necks.
What the
They can't be
fuck,
choked to
dude?
death. They can't be choked to death. They
Yeah, they don't breathe.
well, you
They're
trap
robots.
you trap him by
I mean, I guess.
hanging him.
He just cut himself free.
No, he
can't
won't.
choke.
He's stuck. He's just
This is a terrible idea.
okay. Well, it's a
This is
thought.
this is like real footage. I bet the brainstorming sessions for this game are going like. That's why it got delayed. One of the developers really wanted to add a noose trap. Had to like fire him, and now they're behind.
Yeah, if you worked on this game, you would be fired, Lucas.
I would not deny that. It was all right. Well,
This is terrible.
Let's move on.
a quick side note while we're on the whole FNAF title subject right now. Scott Cawthon also said that he released a beat 'em up game, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, he released like a little new game. This was in with the Reddit post. It's like a short little beat 'em up featuring the Five Nights at Freddy's characters specifically from this game. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Five Nights at Freddy.
All right.
Right.
Well, moving on. What do we got next?
Yeah. Moving on from Five Nights at Freddy's to Friday Night Funkin'.
Yes, this game. I've
The
seen
full ass game.
this game.
I haven't played Friday Night Funkin'. I'm sorry, man. I know it's free, but I haven't played it.
I've seen some interesting songs from this game. Like, this game looks fun.
They all sound like heart monitors.
It's
And
like
Banjo-Kazooie rapping.
I like the whole concept of this game where you're like playing against the CPU, but it's like you're rapping, right? Is it?
Yeah,
you're
it's
rapping.
a rhythm game.
Yeah, it's a rhythm game. But like, yeah, I don't know. It looks very interesting to me. It almost reminds me of Dance Dance Revolution because of the way the arrows are.
Yes.
It'd be pretty
Very
cool if they made like a box
similar.
game of this, like a arcade version like they did with Dance Dance Revolution.
Don't worry, Sam. If it hits $3 million in a Kickstarter, it's gonna get a PlayStation 1 port.
Really?
Yes.
What is the
If
point
it
of
hits
that?
$3 million, I think it's at like 1 million something right now.
Oh fuck! It's gonna happen then. That's sweet. I gotta go.
I mean, it might.
Fuck.
I think it's like died down. The Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
What is it? What is it at?
Open
Let
it
me
up.
check
Google
it
it.
right now. Right now, it is at $1.5 million
Oh damn.
I mean,
with 40,000 backers and 19 days to go.
Wow.
wow, that's. Wait, it was pledged to a $60,000 goal, and they just crushed it.
Yeah. This game has been like blowing up on the internet within the last like month or so.
Yeah.
Hey, it just went up in money. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. It's good to see like games
So
like
far,
this.
they hit the erect difficulty stretch
no
goal.
way.
Yeah, they hit the erect difficulty stretch goal.
That's an interesting word to use. The erect difficulty.
Yeah.
Well, this game, it looks cool. I don't even know, like, do we have names of the characters yet, or is that something that...
Yeah,
like-
well, we have a Friday Night Funkin' game already. This is just like a bigger game. There's a free-to-play game already.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's probably
Flash
why they
game.
call it the full-ass game. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Flash game.
Right.
Yeah, you can play it right now on Newgrounds.
Oh, that's cool.
Downloadable too, and it's moddable as hell.
Yeah.
One mod you can play is Bingus, the hairless cat.
Is this game gonna be sold for any money?
Yeah, the full one's probably gonna be.
Oh, doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't show it yet. They probably haven't released the price yet because it doesn't have a release date yet either.
Well, yeah, we don't really know the full scale of what it's gonna be like either.
Right. I don't know if this is a $40 game, maybe even 30. I'd definitely buy it. If it's 60, it might might wait.
It's
till
not
goes
going to
into
be
60.
60. This
Yeah.
game's probably going to be like free. And by that, I mean the creator has already said that this is going to be freeware forever, open source, and he's 100% fine with people pirating it.
Sick.
Oh, that's cool. Well,
I
it's always nice.
mean, if it's open source, that means I can port it to stupid shit.
Yeah, like the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, sweet. So a PlayStation 1 port is happening no matter what. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Alright, well, there's not too much more to say on this. You guys have anything else you want to touch on this?
Not much to say.
Nah.
Beep boop bop bop da. That's what the music sounds like.
Puppy pop. Pop.
Like it's like techno scat man.
Yo, what if it was like Popey Po?
Popey Po goes too hard.
That's true. That's true.
Someone has to have modded that song into the game.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee.
There's no way
They're
that
gonna, like,
hasn't
probably
happened.
pay for rights to get Miku in the full game. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna use that $1 million for. Just wait.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a custom like
We're gonna get Michael Jackson. They're gonna have to
Right,
pay the Michael
right.
Jackson estate
Michael Jackson's
$3
gonna be
million.
the character.
That's what it's all
Michael
for.
Jackson's already in a Better Rhythm game. He's in Space Channel 5 already.
That's
He
true.
plays Space Michael. He plays himself. He's in the game. It's the greatest thing ever. It's so funny.
All right. This next game we've already talked about in the last stream. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remix coming out in 2021.
Has anything changed since we talked about him last time?
I
No,
don't think so.
Still
really.
baby.
they're still baby.
They're still babies, yes, and they're still doing the exact same thing that they were doing before.
Yeah, they have not updated. They have not sent any new trailers out.
Well, if you weren't here in the last stream, they
Go
are
watch
making.
it.
Yeah, go watch it for one, but for two,
But you can't
Go
watch
watch-
it anywhere. Not yet.
I-
Unless you're listening to this in the future.
wait a second.
Damn.
Time travel. Ooh. Anyways, if you weren't here in the first or the second stream,
This was first stream.
this was first stream.
Yeah.
Yes, I was. Because we were talking about the direct and shit.
All right. Well, if you are here in the first stream, they're making Diamond Pearl remakes. They are trying to keep the same art style, if I'm correct.
Same art style but 3D, which is surreal.
Yes.
To say the least.
They did not account for, visual pleasantness.
Incongruence.
Yeah. They did not account to make the game actually look good.
They're just taking the old game, giving it better graphics. Not
No,
even
they're making it worse graphics.
making it worse graphics and slapping $60 on it and saying, "Here you go, guys. This is a
I'm
new
pretty
game,"
sure that's probably also going to have cut content.
which sucks
Yeah.
because now you're
I
paying
don't know.
more for
Safe
a
to
game
say.
for less content.
I mean, we
They'll
all
probably
know.
have everything the original Diamond and Pearl had, but I doubt we're gonna get platinum content.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not going to get the platinum stuff. We're not going to get the Battle Frontier.
Battle Frontier was that in platinum originally?
It was in platinum.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was in
went-
Diamond and Pearl, but I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
platinum.
Right. I don't think I've played Diamond Pearl or Platinum, so
I
I
have.
think the only one I played on my DS or 3DS rather has been
It's funny. Diamond and Pearl were my first Pokemon games, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't actually feel that great about them. I kind of feel like they're not a great entry into the series.
see my first
Overall.
my first Pokemon games were on the GBA. I played Sapphire, and that I feel like that was a great entry. I loved that game. I used to play the shit out of that game on my GBA.
That was on Game Boy Color. No way.
No, he said Sapphire.
I was thinking Crystal.
Nobody's played Crystal.
That's true. That's like the least played one,
See,
I think.
I loved
Yeah, I genuinely don't think I've ever heard anyone say they're playing Crystal. You're right.
I loved Sapphire so much that I went to GameStop the one day and got Ruby
I
and
bought every
Emerald.
copy in the store so no one else could play it.
Well, no. That was after. No, I'm just kidding. I got Ruby and Emerald from GameStop, and it was the last two copies for both of them on the Game Boy Advance because, like, a month later they were going to
Because
stop.
this was 2019 or something, probably.
No. This was back when, like, 6th grade.
Dude, you're behind. Like, X and Y are probably coming out.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but I was still,
Yeah.
I didn't have a 3DS, and all I had was GBA, and I had Sapphire. I was like, yo, there's different legendary Pokemons for this game. I want to catch them different ones. Especially Rayquaza. Like, come on, Rayquaza and Emerald was sick.
Yeah.
Rayquaza is still probably one of my favorite.
You know what's kind of
legendaries.
fucked up? The Ruby and Sapphire remakes look better than this.
Hey, isn't it Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire or something like that?
Yeah, they look fucking better than this.
Those might have been the first ones I
See,
got,
they went like a
actually.
complete other direction with their chibi art style, where it's like in between not being weird chibis, and this just went full at lean in. It's
No, well the chibis worked better when they did them like that. This just looks fucking weird.
this is literally just like 1-to-1 of the
Exactly, and you shouldn't do that.
fascinating.
You can't just make 3D models of sprites 1-to-1 and expect it to always look good.
Yeah, it's strange.
Red and Blue was your first one. Was your first Pokemon game, Dawn of the Zed? Man, have you guys played Red or Blue?
In passing,
Not
I never
really.
played it to the end.
What gen was that? Like
That's Gen 1.
that's Gen 1. Okay.
The janky
What gen was Gold? Is that Gen 1?
Second.
That's Gen 2.
That's Gen 2. Okay. It wasn't Ho-Oh the legendary for that game or something?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Man, I need to catch legendary birds in my sword and shield. Anyways, we
let's
kind
move on
we talked a
to
little
the
bit
next
too much
Pokemon
on this.
game.
Arceus. Let's also let's try and breeze through this because we also talked about this.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild Pokemon.
Yes.
It's got bad frame rates.
Yeah, it looks horrendous. As from what we've seen, it looks
It
horrendous.
is exactly what those people have been asking for years. Bad frame rate included. It is exactly what they wanted. What that man programmed.
Yeah, they did not hire
Really
that man.
does.
They hired some other
It
man.
really fucking does. Look like one of those fucking YouTube videos where you see Mario in Unreal Engine jumping around with a bunch of hyper-realistic deer.
It's what you've been asking for years, and they finally delivered.
Right.
They actually did it.
Yeah, it doesn't look very promising. I mean, it's a different, isn't it
I'm
different?
not
I-
interested. If they
I
fix
have
the
no
frame rate-
faith in Pokemon anymore.
You know, if they fix up the frame rate, I'm interested in it.
Yeah, but from what we've seen, it looks horrendous. Let's just be real here. Come on.
It looks
I don't
pretty
know.
bad.
Combat roll.
Yeah, the combat roll was the only exciting thing about that trailer, and not even
Yeah.
that. It was,
Yeah,
it was like a 20 FPS combat roll. You
Yeah.
could do a barrel roll on Google Chrome for
And
more
I'll be
frames
real,
than
I
that.
kind of dig like
I'm sure
middle era
people-
Pokemon looks fun.
Yeah, I'm
Although I
sure
guess-
people will love this game. But I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I think I'm kind of done playing Pokemon.
Damn.
At least
Still-
until something just sparks your interest again.
I made
Should be one of
the.
those people that plays Pokemon Conquest.
I mean, sure, but I mean, I bought Sword and Shield like a year after it came out, like used, and saved a whole $5 buying it used at GameStop.
Nice.
And then I made the mistake of buying the DLC for it as well, and played through like half of the first DLC, and then I was like, I don't want to play this anymore, and I stopped.
All right. Well, no release date yet. It looks horrendous as of right now. Hopefully they do something to fix the frame rate.
I mean, it's not coming out for like at least another year, so.
right.
Yeah. I'm interested in it actually, madly.
All right.
Madly.
Moving on. Horizon Forbidden West. This game
Okay.
looks way better than that.
Yeah, it does. It's probably because it's coming out on the PS5,
Yes.
So-
Yeah,
That helps.
that's not fair, Sam.
and it's also made by like extremely high quality devs, like really good fucking devs.
Right.
It's made by Guerrilla Studios, I think that's their name.
Yes.
Yeah, they do
Flavor Man.
Killzone, and they also did Medieval back in the day.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
Oh, no, actually, no.
Yeah.
I did
Good
know this.
game.
I did know this actually.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if
futuristic.
anyone played PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale and wondered why Radic and Sir Daniel were rivals in that game. That's why. It's because they were the same developers.
It's also because they both have helmets. Oh no, wait, Sir Daniel doesn't have a helmet. Fuck. He
doesn't have a helmet.
Radek is that dude with the full like.
He
armor.
was the main
Radek
antagonist.
does have a skull-like helmet.
Radek was the main antagonist in Killzone 2.
Right.
He's a space Nazi, right?
Yeah.
Horizon.
Okay.
The premise of the game takes place futuristic times, like.
Yes.
Futuristic caveman times.
Right.
Yeah, this is a sequel to Horizon Forbidden Dawn, or whatever it was called.
Zero?
Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm
Yeah.
mixing the two titles up. Because this
So is
one's
this
Horizon
Forbidden
Forbidden West. Yeah.
So if are they doing a Wild West theme, or are they not cool?
I think they're just going westward,
Damn.
like geography-wise.
See, we just gotta add cowboys to the mix of sci-fi and cavemen, and we're set.
No, there's.
It seems to have a more tropical setting.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I can
Yeah.
dig it.
So this could be in the Bahamas for all we know, but
Yeah.
it could be in the Bahamas, but with the Golden Gate
Well,
Bridge
actually,
in the
yeah,
background.
yeah. It's like you can see in the background the ruins of the Golden Gate Bridge. So,
Right.
you know, I guess we know where this takes place now.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
And
But-
Fran,
Used to
oh my
be
god,
San Francisco.
Right.
it's gonna turn out to be a Sonic Adventure 2 battle prequel.
Oh no.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, no.
That's the only other game in San Francisco.
Okay. Sonic Heroes is the best Sonic. That's all I gotta say.
It's
What?
Sonic Adventure 2 battle.
No, Sonic Heroes.
What?
Anyways,
That's
coming
not
back,
even remotely true.
coming back
I
to
like Shadow
Horizon.
the Hedgehog more than that game.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Nah,
is pretty
Heroes is
Long
better
as
than
Psychopath.
Shadow, but like they're both terrible.
No, Sonic Heroes is a bad.
Sonic
but,
has like a very strict. Sonic games judge wise is very easy. There's one good game. It's called Mania, and all the other ones are not
Hey.
very good. They range from terrible to just okay.
Hey, tell that to that one that's better than Mario World. Looking at you, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it's better.
It's not better
Mario.
than Mario World.
All right.
Sonic
Oh, man.
Knuckles is not bad though.
All right. Coming back to Horizon Forbidden West, we got robot dinosaurs. That's cool.
See, like Zero Dawn already did that though. Like they gotta pull some more stuff out.
Yeah, it's a sequel. They're just doing more of that.
Right.
Yeah,
you
but
prob-
like Zero Dawn like never even like really interested me to begin with. Like despite the robot dinosaurs, it just like looked like generic open world game.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what it is.
it kind
And
of
Breath
is.
of the Wild looked like the better generic open world game at the time.
I mean,
Yeah.
because it probably was.
You know what's funny? This is probably gonna come out around the same time as Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh,
which is ironic. It's just gonna get like foreshadowed by it again,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks. But yeah. I like the fact of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
I mean,
are you saying?
it looks like we got Dino Velociraptors to the left of this, so I'm
all
interested.
Velociraptors dinos?
Or robot Velociraptors. Sorry. With red eyes. With red eyes. You can't forget that.
Ooh, yes. Evil. Say no to that.
Evil! Alright,
Yeah.
had to do it.
Before we move on, the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn, is free right now on PS4. You don't even need PlayStation Plus to get it.
Oh.
You can just download it for free.
That's for like a wave of multiple emotions because it's like, oh, it's free. And then you're like on PS4, it's like, oh, I need PS Plus, and it's like, oh, for anyone, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
so there you go.
You got happy, then sad, then happy again.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll. How is
Give-
it free forever or free for like a
It's
week?
free forever.
Oh,
It's
Just
like
download
it's
and keep it.
it's gonna be
They've
like
They've been doing a promotion lately where they're just releasing stuff. Like a few weeks ago, they did the Ratchet and Clank remake. Now they're doing Horizon Zero Dawn.
yeah.
I need to grab that as well. I have to do that tomorrow.
right.
That's cool.
All right. Well, that's all we have to say so far for this. We'll talk about it more in a different stream when we get a little bit more news on it.
Yeah.
Moving on to God of War Ragnarok.
We have a logo, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And that is
All right.
it.
See you next week, people.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not much on this game yet. They've only shown this picture, I'm pretty sure, if I'm right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, another God of War game. Can't go wrong with a God of War game. I like the way they
Yeah.
The way
I mean,
they
there was
took.
like that phone one. That probably kind of sucked.
I mean, honestly, what was the one before this? With old
It's just
Kratos.
God of
It was
War,
just God
right?
of War.
Oh,
It
it's
was
just-
like the pseudo reboot, but not really a reboot. It was still
With-
technically a sequel.
It's a soft reboot.
It's
Yeah.
a soft reboot.
Yeah, they're taking the route of like the Norse gods and shit, right?
Yes, they're doing
So,
that, and they're
um,
continuing on with that with this.
So far, yeah, the most we know about it is that they're continuing on with the whole Norse god
He
line.
still has a few left to kill, or did he even kill any in the last one?
No, he
I think
killed.
he really did.
he
I
ki-
think
no,
he
he-
killed like some dark elf thing.
He killed. I want to say he killed Thor. If I'm being honest, because there is a
way.
fight.
They
I
saved
don't
Thor
remember
for
that
like.
happening.
No, there was a fight scene where he fought a thunder god, and another like a thunder god and his brother. So I want to say that was Thor and Loki.
Thor and Loki aren't actually that connected to real Norse, as far as I know. That's more of a Marvel thing.
Well, maybe it's not Loki, but I'm pretty sure like there was a thunder god fight.
Okay, but that
There could have been some other thunder dude.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Norse mythology is fucking weird, man. There's
he-
just a bunch of dudes with horns.
I don't know.
Yggdrasil?
Yeah, we can assume that this game is gonna be similar to the last one.
Right.
Kratos is gonna cut down Yggdrasil. That's my guess. And then everyone's gonna die.
I wonder if they're gonna introduce a new weapon in this
Ooh.
game like they did the last time, where they had the axe.
The axe
Time.
the axe goes back now, but now the shield comes back.
But they had the
Yo.
shield last time too.
No, but the
Was
shield.
it a boomerang?
Yeah, the shield never came back.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was just shield.
It was just a shield. So now he
Shield
can throw the
around.
shield and it comes back to him. It's an ice shield. Now he's got the ice axe, now the ice shield.
That's
Maybe
redundant.
they'll give him a helmet.
He throws at people.
He throws
We're not
that.
gonna do that. Then it would fuck up the mocap face.
True.
No, that's gonna be like they're gonna like show off their tech. It's like now we can do mocap with a helmet on.
All right. Well, a lot of these games we're gonna talk about more when we get more
We
information
get more,
on them.
yeah, news.
So let's move on to what we got next. Oh, Solar Ash, another game we've talked about before, but this game looks sick.
Was this the rat game?
No, this
What?
is
No.
This is
Which
the
was the one where you play as a rodent that Sam was excited for?
oh that was
That was Biomutant.
yeah Biomutant.
I'm sorry, they blurred in my brain.
How?
This is Hyper Light Drifter's sequel.
Basically,
Okay.
more or
Basically,
less.
basically.
See, we
I
talked
don't
about
think
a
it's
game
technically
here,
a sequel, but it looks very similar.
Yeah,
But in 3D,
yeah, and they're focusing more on the platforming rather than the fighting.
combat.
Yeah, the combat.
Yeah.
Same art style. It looks like.
Well, yes and no. It being in 3D obviously means the art style is completely different, but visual style,
Yeah,
kinda. Well,
That's the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah. Well,
it's the same and different at the same
you
time.
can tell that they look similar.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could, if you didn't know this was being made by the same guys, you could assume
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
with
Quick.
just how like the main characters look.
Quick side note. We were just talking about Pokemon Gold, and I just found a cartridge of Pokemon Gold on my desk. I don't know how it's here or why it's here, but I just found it. Anyways, let's go back to Solar
Eric.
Ash. Yeah. I like the art style of Hyper Light Drifter, so it's kind of interesting to see what it's gonna. If they keep anything the same, because obviously it's gonna be 3D, so it's not gonna be the same. But as far
Yeah.
as the logo goes, they look almost completely identical.
We need to have a logo review segment.
Yes,
Yeah.
logo and strictly art style review. No gameplay or combat analysis. Strictly logos and art styles.
No art style, just the logo.
Just the logo. We're gonna look at just the logo of games and see which one's the best. We're gonna rate them from top 10.
Yeah.
Solar
Uh,
Ash is top number 1. I'm just kidding.
We talked about this decent amount before. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I feel like we're running a bit behind.
Yes. We're already an hour in, and we have too much left.
Yes.
And I anything I have to say on Solar Ash would just be repeating what I said last time.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to a game we haven't talked about. Goodbye Volcano High.
Yeah.
That's catchy.
Looks like a bunch of pterodactyls.
It's the Dinosaur High School game.
Dinosaur High School.
Yeah, it's the gay Dinosaur High School game.
My man's got the J's on.
Yeah.
Sick.
He's got the tattoos, but I don't know if that's just his actual skin.
I think that's just his skin.
Right.
I think he's a dinosaur.
Yo, what is this dinosaur on the right? There's not wings like that in dinosaur times.
No, they're going like realistic, like scientific dinosaurs with feathers and shit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're saying there's the no fun zone. No fun dinosaurs allowed.
No fun dinosaurs allowed. We got.
Hey, dinosaurs can look cool with feathers. You ever see what a scientifically accurate T-Rex? He looks like he has like a bad comb over.
And then the Triceratops has got just a fuzzy whatever. Looks like Ricola's hair before it grew out.
You know, I actually don't know what this game is supposed to be. I don't know if it's supposed to be a visual novel or a point-and-click adventure game. Because the trailer for it didn't show anything.
Right.
Like, it was just like a story trailer, but it didn't show any gameplay at all. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like a visual novel with like a lot of cutscenes, or like just a point-and-click adventure game with a lot of cutscenes. I don't know what this is. Is it supposed to be a movie that's pretending to be a video game?
Right.
That's one of my favorite genres. I am a starch heavy rain defender.
Yeah. You know, it's like a Sony exclusive.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because I don't feel like I have a whole great deal to talk about on Goodbye Volcano High.
I don't know. You said Dinosaur High School game. I'm intrigued. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem up my alley, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, we can talk about it. But
I'll remember that.
Moving on. This game. Oh my goodness, this game looks sick. Stray. We play as a cat. Yo. I'm sorry, I don't want to bring up soft memories for you, Zach. Oh, for you, Ricola. But Chubbs. This reminds me of Chubbs.
He was a cool cat.
He was a cool cat.
He wasn't that kind of cat.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think they looked anything alike.
He doesn't look like this.
This cat has a backpack.
I know, but if
my cat never wore a backpack.
Chubbs was the shit though.
All cats are the shit.
And this stray cat right here looks like the shit. So I have to refer to all cats that are the shit as Chubbs. Anyways.
Well, describe the gameplay. Do I get to beat the shit out of people as a cat?
I have no idea. I don't know. This is another game where they did not show any fucking gameplay in the goddamn trailer.
It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle simulation game.
It's a puzzle. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. But what we do know is the engine it's being made on. It gets to simulate
the idea of solving puzzles.
Oh my god.
All I know about this game is you play in a cat and it's in a world full of robots and no humans.
That sounds sick.
One thing we do know about this game is that it's being made in the most. Let's just. What engine is being made in, guys? Come on.
Stop making this joke. We can't have this be an ongoing joke. It's not.
I demand this be the on-running joke.
No.
We gotta have a catchphrase.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so when I look up Stray, right? It says simulation game, right? Puzzle simulation game. But it also says adventure, indie, simulation video game, puzzle video game, but then the last one, it just really throws me off. Third person shooter.
The cat's gonna get a gun.
Yeah. So is this cat literally are you about to shoot people with this cat?
I don't know. But I think what the idea is that you're playing as a cat and you send messages between robots. I think that's what you're supposed to do. That's why he has the backpack.
Oh, so he's like a
it's the second strand type video game.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Second strand.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong on that. This game is going to come out and it's going to be a third-person shooter where you play as a cat and you murder robots.
It'll like trick you into thinking it's like some chill exploration game until like it suddenly
The
turns
cat
into a
starts
hard
shooting
direction.
bullets out of its nose.
Yeah, until the cat turns into
Years.
Rocket from Avengers and just has a bazooka and just starts blowing shit up.
I'm excited.
All right.
It's going to turn into Biomutant.
Right,
I can't
exactly.
think of another game where I get to play as a cat. So I mean, this is like
Uh,
What was that? What was that one game? On PS Vita that was exclusive. Don't you have a cat? Can't you play as?
Are you talking about Gravity Rush?
Yeah, can't you?
the main character is named Cat.
No, can't you transform into like a cat for some points? Or am I thinking of Bayonetta?
No, you turn into a tiger in Bayonetta, like a panther in Bayonetta for like a second when you dash.
Oh, well, just forget it then.
I turned into like a panther monster in Gravity Rush where you do like one special attack.
Okay, just never mind.
There is a cat in Gravity Rush.
Okay, so there is a cat.
But you do not, I mean, you play as Cat.
Okay, maybe I was just getting confused.
Singular.
Okay. Well, let's move on. To Ghostwire.
Tokyo.
Ghostwire Tokyo, correct.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this picture
this
looks
is the one that
awful.
was at
I
the Bethesda
apologize,
E3
stream.
about
This
that.
game,
Yeah.
this picture looks awful.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It was the best image I could find.
Yeah, this is what happens when we talk about games that haven't had much talking about them. We get really low
No,
quality.
they've released a lot of trailers for this one, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's just...
No good image. You just couldn't find a good
I
image.
just
fair.
couldn't find a good image with the logo on it.
You know, that's fair.
It actually doesn't look awful.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Right. But this game, Ghostwire Tokyo, what does this fall under? Action adventure. Let's go! Action adventure.
It's just one of those games that actually the reason why it falls under action adventure is because it's weird and kind of unique.
Right.
Yeah. And
So the only thing I've seen so far in terms of gameplay is that you're walking around Tokyo, and then occasionally you'll run into a ghost, and then you gotta hit him with the hand signs to fuck it up.
all right. So this is the third Strand type game. All right.
Oh, this kind of looks spooky. This looks really spooky.
Yeah, it is supposed to. It's definitely got a horror vibe going.
Yeah, it looks really weird. So yeah, it looks really weird. So
I'm pretty sure the game is just you're kind of like walking around in abandoned Tokyo,
Yo, Slender Man is in this game.
and you get attacked by different random yokai,
You know.
and then you have to use like Japanese magic to
Oh,
fight 'em.
wait, this is interesting. What? Yeah, we got the Blood Moon mask too. Hello?
Yeah, it's got stuff going on.
Yeah, this is interesting, actually. This is like... Okay. This is promising. And you're on a motorcycle? Okay. This is Tron vibes now. So spooky Tron with magic. Okay.
Yeah. If anybody remembers at that one E3 with the
Yes.
one girl, she did the pose. You know,
Yes.
this is her game.
Yeah.
Except I think she left the project.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think she got a different job or something. That's what I heard.
Huh.
Alright. Well,
Odd.
more on this when we get more information as far as release date and... Yeah.
I assume this would be one of those games that's probably going to be impossible to talk about until it's actually out, like like Death Stranding was.
Man, possibly playthrough on this game, because this game looks interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the stream, but a personal playthrough, because this actually kind of looks, after watching that, it looks pretty interesting. Alright, well, anything else you guys want to say?
No.
The
Alright.
maps.
What do we got next, Chestnut?
Pragmata.
Mata.
However you
Oh,
pronounce
right. This game. This looks...
Yeah.
Talk about a sick-looking game that we have no idea what it's going to be about. And holy crap, this picture is big.
Yeah, I know.
Give me a second, guys. Hold up. Well, you guys can start talking. I'm just talking to the stream.
So you play as Among Us, but there's a girl.
Don't forget the robot cat,
Yes,
Oh,
the see-through hologram cat.
correct.
okay.
You know, I have no fucking clue what this game is supposed to be.
I know, like you start off like the trailer starts off like you're on Earth, right? And it's just like it seems like it's abandoned. Like it seems like there's nothing going on, but then shit just starts like happening. Gravity is gone all of a sudden. You're about to collide into some sort of satellite-looking thing, and then it looks like you break the wall of the world and fall through, and now you're on the moon.
Yeah,
So like,
that's the trailer.
That's the trailer in a nutshell for anybody who hasn't
I'm
seen it.
sitting there watching it, and I'm just sitting like, what the fuck is this?
The whole time though, it looks sick. Like whatever's going on, it looks promising, but we have no idea the premise of the game as of right now.
Honestly, I don't really feel the same way. When I watch a trailer like this, I look at it and then I think, well, that means nothing to me. Because none of that is what the actual game is.
I mean, that is a good point. That is a good point. Honestly,
It's like,
yeah.
like, I know the game isn't going to play like this, obviously. I know it's not going to look like this. This is all pre-rendered stuff. This gives me no idea what the story's going to be like. Gives me no idea what the gameplay's going to be like. It gives me no information about the game at all.
I mean, but you also got to think about it in this. We have no release date. This is the only trailer we have, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah. I suppose since it is a new IP, it is better than just having a title drop.
Right. So it's like
Yes.
it's like a little
And nothing else.
It's like a little movie to start
Which,
off. People start off interested in it.
I mean, I don't think this game will be bad. I don't know if it will be good.
Yeah,
or
it's
bad.
just nothing.
Like, there's
now.
just nothing to go off of outside of the fact that it's being developed by Capcom and that the genre is an action-adventure game, which, once again, means nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It gives me no idea what it's supposed to be like. Because in a perfect world, action-adventure would just mean Zelda clone, but we do not live in a perfect world.
Right. We live far from that. Well, on that note, let's move on to a game that we have talked about again, but I will talk about this game as many times as we want. Elden Ring.
We haven't talked about this yet.
Are we not?
We have not talked about Elden Ring at all. This is the first time we're talking about it.
Well, this is the first time we're talking about Elden Ring. This game looks sick.
Yeah.
It's a
We haven't
FromSoft
we haven't
game,
seen-
right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all
So,
you need to know.
this game, also, just like Pragmatica, whatever its name is, also did not have any real information shown off in the trailer. But you know what the big difference is with this? It's being made by From Software, who only make one type of video game. So I know exactly what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how we can go out on a limb and say
Yeah.
that this game looks sick, even though we haven't seen any actual gameplay footage.
Yeah.
And there really isn't much they've released on it, besides
I mean,
some
we
leaks.
actually have seen some, like you just said, leaked stuff.
Yeah,
There's some stuff leaked for it.
which is, wasn't it just a lot of reused assets?
Well,
And it was-
what the leak was it was like a year-old trailer that was meant for internal use, specifically to show off to like shareholders and stuff. And a lot of the trailer, there's like reused assets from older games in it, of course. But like just looking at the leaked footage, we do actually get to see a lot of cool stuff in action. It shows off a crouch, which isn't in any of the other Souls games.
Whoa. Finally. We can
shows off
teabag people.
Some horseback combat. There's horses. You can ride a horse, and you can fight on a horse.
You know?
And it's supposed to be in an open world. So basically, this is Dark Souls with horses in an open
Finally.
world.
I've always wanted.
And,
I've always wanted to be a Dark Souls game that was open world. Just
You
because,
started
like,
that sentence of "I've always wanted to be a Dark Souls game," and I was very
yeah.
no, I must have cut out then. I said I've always wanted there to be. Yeah, I've always wanted there to be a Dark Souls game that was open world. Even though I do need to play 1 and 2, because I've only played 3, but I have played
Oh, yeah, I did
Bloodborne. That was fun.
But we can argue all the Dark Souls games are already open world.
I would argue they are not open world.
Yeah, not
The
necessarily.
world is totally open. The only thing standing between it is you and a bunch of enemies that will kick your shit in.
No, the only thing
No.
standing between it is the fact that you have a bonfire that you have to travel to specific destinations. Open world, you don't have like a.
I mean, like Dark Souls 3 is literally like a straight line.
Yeah, 3. But I'm saying 1's pretty intricate.
One is a
Like,
cylinder.
Yeah.
One is not an open world. Most of that is traversed through elevators.
They're
Yeah.
just levels. They're just areas.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not open.
I think it's fine. It doesn't need to be open world. I
I'm-
don't.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
Elden Ring is definitely going to go for something different. I do hope that the open world is kind of a bit more like a really big version of like Hyrule Field, but with stuff in it, as opposed to like a Skyrim.
Right.
Yeah.
I
If
can
that
agree.
makes any sense.
I can agree with that. Yes, I understand.
I don't want it to be this insanely massive fucking barren wasteland. I want it to be a big interconnected world with all these different
I want to be this
specific
action
important locales to go to.
adventure.
No, this is an action RPG.
I was just making a joke.
There's no
is it-
adventure in Dark
does
Souls.
it have RPG elements? Because Sekiro was
Yes,
was
it
like
does.
an RPG.
This is
Okay.
an action RPG. They've said it's going to be an action RPG. This is going to essentially be a spiritual successor to the Dark Souls series.
Oh, okay, because yeah, I was wondering because Sekiro kind of moved away from that.
Yeah. Well, they're
I mean,
moving.
arguably Bloodborne started to move away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things I didn't care as much about in Bloodborne was how dumbed, well, not necessarily dumbed down, but how lessened the RPG elements were.
Yeah,
It didn't really feel like you could
more of a
make-
fast-paced. Yeah,
A different build, if no matter what you leveled up, everything felt the fucking same.
yeah. I mean, I think there was some great weapon variety, but they all did kind of boil down to
Yeah.
what would just be Dex builds in the other in Dark Souls.
Yeah. I mean, the main problem I have with the weapons is that there isn't a ton of them. Like the amount that there are is like fine. I would say it's that they're so spread out. It feels like you'll get like 5 over here, and then you'll have to wait till like end game to get the rest.
Right.
And if you
Yeah.
if you're like one of the weapons you want to use, you don't get until after you beat the game. Which is what happened to my playthrough. Was the main weapon I wanted to use was the weapon you get for beating the final boss. And so I literally had to play through the entire game with a weapon I didn't like to get to the weapon I wanted to use.
Damn.
Right.
And I didn't get it until New Game Plus.
Well, this is going to
But,
be
you know,
kind of a whole
that's-
new game, but not because it's kind of keeping the same,
yeah.
probably the same esque fighting style, maybe.
I
Yeah,
would.
they'll-
It's gonna have most likely.
They'll do the
identical
light
combat
attack,
to
strong
Dark
attack
Souls.
thing.
Yeah. Hopefully, poise will work in this game.
Always works. It's just hilariously complicated in 3.
It doesn't really work. I mean, it works sometimes. Usually
Works
not.
when it's not in your benefit. That's the
Yeah.
important part.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
Before we move on, do we want to talk about how it's being written by George R. R. Martin?
Game of Thrones wiener guy is writing it.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh crap! I didn't even know that.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
That's interesting.
Yeah. I wonder what effect that will have on the world.
It might be gory.
Well, Dark
Dark
Souls
Souls-
is already pretty gory. Well,
Yeah. We can finally have the first sex scene in a Souls like.
no, I don't want to see zombie sex.
Isn't everybody dead in Dark Souls essentially?
Yeah.
Yes. Dark Souls is like post-apocalyptic fantasy. It's a fun setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be weird if we just saw
some skeletons boning.
Yo, spooky, scary. Oh no.
No.
All right, let's move away
Stop
from that.
Making me think of Tumblr Tale.
Okay, let's move away from that and move on to some Breath of the Wild 2.
It's gonna be Breath of the Wild more.
Yay.
Yay.
Another open world game.
We don't know anything.
Another open world game.
Well, we know a little bit.
Yes, we know Link and Zelda are holding a torch in a cave, and that's it.
The Hyrule Castle floats off of the ground at the end of
Oh
the.
my god, this is just like
trailer.
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Ganondorf is gonna conquer the galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Spirit Tracks. Imagine Spirit Tracks, but you have like a spaceship.
Will Ganon be in his physical form, or will he be just a floating like ghost being
Head
that turns
thing.
into a freaking giant boar?
Maybe. I think we'll see Ganondorf. I think we will.
Yeah. Don't we see his corpse or whatever in the trailer?
Yeah.
We'll see Calamity Ganon.
Something like that.
Is that
Yeah.
just like just the form of him? Like Ganon is the
Yeah,
is
Calamity
the
Ganon's.
It's like the
What?
concept of Ganon.
It's like Voldemort, where he was just like.
I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but I know what I want from this game. I have one very specific wish for this game, and if it just delivers on this, I'll be happy.
Is it
I just
no
want
weapon durability?
no. I honestly don't care all that much if they do it or don't. If they find a better solution for it, I'd be happy. There's
Yeah,
definitely
I don't
ways
hate it
to
as much as
address
some
it
people did. I just,
to make
Okay.
it better. It's definitely not a perfect system, and there's definitely ways you could adjust it to be better. But what I really want to see from this game is I want a buff Ganondorf final boss fight where he doesn't use swords, he doesn't use magic, he just walks up and punts you and punches you in the face.
Yeah,
And,
like as
picks
soon
you up
as,
and throws you like fucking Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising.
that would be very funny.
like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I want him to fight like he does in Smash Bros.
yeah, like first cutscene of the final boss fight, he just walks up, throws down his sword or whatever, or doesn't even have a sword. He just I want to see no
I want
weapons.
him to be shirtless, nothing but like ripped jeans.
Punk Ganondorf.
He walks
Yeah.
down and just freaking Warlock
punches
punches
you in the face.
No, he
yeah.
Warlock punches you in the fucking mouth, and you just
Yeah.
get
And then
sent.
after he does that, he wizard foots towards you.
Yeah.
No, what he's got to do is get a side B and just freaking smack you on the ground,
Yeah.
and then he picks you up and just throws you.
Yeah, because that was like the one thing that was pretty disappointing about Breath of the Wild to me was the final boss.
Yeah. If you played
To
it,
be fair, you 100% of it, so I think it was probably
Yeah.
easier than intended.
no.
I mean the final boss after that, where you fight like the big boar Ganon, was like total ass.
Yeah,
It
you
was
got the
just-
bow of
you
light
just-
and just hit the spots. That's
yeah.
it.
It was just target practice on a horse.
Exactly.
Like literally the fucking like Gerudo Desert target rip thing challenge in Ocarina of Time is fucking harder.
what
And it
I
was
didn't
basically just that.
what I didn't like was because I thought the first phase was hard because I had jokingly like I'd done a like I'd went into that boss fight because I found out that you could like back when I first started actually playing it, and I went to like fight him without the
Without playing the story.
no yeah without doing the Divine
Yeah,
Beast.
because if you don't do the Divine Beast, you have to fight all the Divine Beast bosses in a boss rush.
Exactly.
Each one you don't do.
Yeah, so I thought that was hard, but if you beat all the Divine Beasts, and it automatically takes his health to half as soon as the boss fight starts. And if you get the Master Sword and is it the Hyrule Shield or Master's Shield or something?
Hyrule
Hylian
Shield.
Shield.
Yeah.
Right?
Hylian Shield.
Hylian, right?
The Hylian Shield. Yeah. If you have that and you have a good armor set, like you're pretty much good. Like you have like, enough food. Like it really isn't challenging at all.
Yeah.
Like
Breath
yeah,
of the Wild, I think, does have a bit of a difficulty issue, where its difficulty kind of falls off in the second half.
I wouldn't even mind if the final boss isn't that hard as long as it's really fucking cool and hype.
right. But like the fact that the second phase is just target practice, like Chestnut was saying, it's like, come on. I get this really cool bow. I think I'm about to fuck this dude up, and all I do is shoot him in the spots that glow.
Yeah, I don't feel like it lived up to a lot of the other Ganon boss fights throughout the series.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else we
Do
want
we
to touch
have
on?
anything else you want to talk about with Breath of the Wild 2?
Nah.
I mean, I guess we could set maybe it doesn't have to necessarily tail with Breath of the Wild 2, but we did talk about this. The Age of Calamity DLC is also coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had the release date. We did touch on this. We didn't necessarily have this planned, but just to touch back on this from last stream, Age of Calamity DLC.
It's happening.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes. But moving on to a great title, Splatoon 3.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Chestnut has the most words to say about this game.
Yes,
Oh,
I
we talked
do.
about that already, right?
Yes. Yes.
We could talk about it a lot more.
That's true. That's true.
So moving on from one final boss wish to another final boss wish. I mentioned before that I have a lot of high hopes for the single player, specifically in Splatoon 3. And one thing I really want to see is that if they decide to bring back DJ Octavio for a third fucking time, that they do not do the same thing they did with him in the first two games, where he's just in his octopus form in a fucking big mech and you make him punch himself. I want them to take, if they bring him back, to go in a completely different fucking direction. Shogun Octavio.
Right.
I want him to be in his humanoid form. I want him to have a fucking ink katana and a fucking ink shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah. And I want to have just an epic fucking final battle like that. That's what I want.
Okay. Get on it, Nintendo.
Yeah. It should ideally be identical to the final boss in Sekiro.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down.
We all have
Yeah.
hopes, and yeah.
Yeah. Did you talk about possible like co-op modes for this?
Sure.
No, I don't think so actually.
Yeah.
I know
That's another thing
we talked about a lot of the we talked about the trailer mostly. When we
Yeah.
first initially talked about this. The setting and the fact that we're hoping that we're playing, like, obviously they showed like the city scene, but we're hoping the fact that it's not just going to be that one block of the city.
Yeah, I hope the city's bigger.
Yeah, like more, not open world, but more
As
of
for
a...
co-op mode specifically, because in Splatoon 2 there's Salmon Run, but I'm not 100% sure if we're going to see Salmon Run again, just because we have, like, a little salmon to pet. So I'm
We
not so
might see like
sure
a
if
sort
we're
of
gonna do it.
I don't know if reskin's the right word, but like something in the
Yeah,
vein of
I
that.
think we're going to see, but I don't think they're going to drop no co-op mode. I think we are going to get a co-op mode, but I think it's going to be a completely new mode.
Okay.
And my theory on this is it's going to be like City Raid from Outsiders, Wastelanders.
Oh,
And it's gonna be like a big wave army of all these crazy chaotic guys, like Mad Max dudes, driving into the city on their fucking squid bikes and shit, and you got to defend the city from them. And they're gonna be like made up of like a bunch of different races and stuff. It's gonna have like Inklings and Octolings and Salmonids, and they're all gonna be in their
They have
fucking Mad Max
terrible hair.
gear. Yeah, and you're gonna just have to kill them.
That would be wonderful. That would be very fun.
So that's my theory on a potential new co-op mode.
I mean, it'd be
for
cool.
the game.
Does Splatoon ever have like a story game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very lore focused.
Oh,
It has lots of lore.
you'd be surprised.
Well,
Like everything that happens in game is like 100% canonical. That includes like the soundtrack.
right.
Like every time you listen to music in game, that's canonically being played somewhere in universe, where like in a vicinity that your player character can hear.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you can notice this in like the hub world in Splatoon 2 when you're walking around it, the music will like change depending on like which store you're closest to.
Right. Okay. That's a nice little touch that they add to the games. Hopefully they keep that
And like whenever you're playing, like whenever you enter the ink, the music will get like muffled because it's getting played like through the ink,
Right.
so you're hearing it distorted.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if they did add a co-op though, because it'll be obviously like the multiplayer is technically co-op, but it's more of a.
Well, I mean, there already is a co-op mode in Splatoon 2.
Yeah, there's Salmon Run.
Yeah, but a different. One.
Yeah.
Like
I just think that they're gonna do a different one because I feel like they might not want to do the exact same mode again, because this is the Splatoon dev team and they like to make weird decisions that don't make sense.
Hey, they added a bow, so this is not a weird decision.
I mean, that makes sense. Everything
You
else.
made me realize earlier when you said a shotgun that Splatoon needs a good super shotgun. Like,
Yeah. I mean, there's like shotgun-like weapons, like the blaster's kind of like a shotgun
yeah.
in a way, and the umbrella shoots out in a shotgun spread.
Not enough kick though. I want to feel like I'm
a double barrel
with...
ink gun.
Yeah.
Like slug shots. Like one taps. I wanna turn the corner and dome somebody.
Yeah.
But can we talk about, hold on, this picture. I love how like her hair is like one side's braided and the other side's just a tentacle.
Yeah.
It's just interesting, that's all. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
Moving on to a game we've definitely talked about, Project Triangle Strategy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's skip this as well.
All right. Project Triangle Strategy. This game looks interesting.
Yes. Fantasy Tactics by the Octopus Traveler.
PTS. Let's call that PTS without the D.
What?
I don't know.
PTSD.
It's the acronym.
Yeah, PTS. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I remember saying I loved the art style. It's just judging off of the trailer from it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this takes this Octopath route, but actually, not making it a boring. Yeah, not making it a boring, stretched out story.
Yeah. Well, Octopath Traveler's story, the problem wasn't that it was boring. It was that it was so disconnected that.
Disconnected. That's the better word I was trying to think of.
Yeah. It didn't flow great because it was so non-linear and because all the plots were.
It was a great concept essentially, but it just was too all over the place.
It's funny if it worked more like, say, Saga Frontier, where each character's story was their own individual campaign, and you just had like random NPCs be in your party instead. I think it might have been better.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like. I can't say too much because I did play much Octopath.
Yeah.
But...
It's honestly something I really want to see more of, sort of, in JRPGs, specifically shorter runtime, more replayability.
Right.
That's what I want to see. Like, specifically, my dream JRPG is like really great job system, fully expanded, like do tons of crazy stuff with it, fully customizable party, pseudo non-linear story where you actually have a lot of player agency in the narrative, and just a relatively shorter runtime, instead of like 60 to 120 hours, more like 30 hours.
But like a lot of replay value to it.
If I'm gonna be honest, I think agency like in a narrative is pretty rare among JRPGs.
That's true. And I know there's a couple of games that do some stuff like this. Like Dragon Quest IX, for example, has a fully customizable party, and that's one of my favorite things about that game. But it's also like super fucking long because it's a Dragon Quest game.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, we already touched on this a lot. Does this have an release date?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why it's on this list.
Right. That's a stupid question. But yeah, we'll definitely gonna talk about it more in future streams when it gets release dates. Possibly even watch a trailer. More.
And maybe a new name that doesn't suck.
Yes.
Nah, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening. But
They're gonna change it to Strategy Triangle. That's what they're gonna rename
they're
it
gonna
to.
ditch the project and it's just gonna be Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, like they did with Octopath Traveler.
All right, let's move on to Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah.
It's a new SMT game. Gonna be on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
And is Atlas the company that's making it, or yeah?
Atlas is developing.
Atlas is
Atlas
developing and Sega's publishing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sega owns Atlas.
Correct. Yeah. I'm not sure if we touched on this last stream, but
we talked about SMT3 remake things coming out soon, or remaster more.
What genre does this fall under?
It's a JRPG.
JRPG, okay.
It's like Pokemon but mean.
Oh
yeah.
This is the game where people were hating on it because of the art style, but it didn't really have the biggest budget, so.
Was it? No.
No, I think you have to get Number Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe yeah. But
yeah, we've only seen like one trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5, and that's just the protagonist walking in like a crowded like train station, I think, and then everyone around him disappears and he's teleported to like a desert, and then Satan's there and he's like, everybody's dead.
So your standard
and God
SMT
is dead
plot.
too.
Yeah.
And that's the trailer we've seen for it so far.
That really doesn't tell us anything, because every SMT game's like that.
Yeah. Protagonist looks cool.
Yeah.
I think his design's fine.
Right. Yeah, there's not really too much to say on this. I haven't really played an SMT game myself, so I don't have much input on it.
Go play 3 when it comes. Go play 3 when it comes out, because it features Dante from Devil May Cry series. That's where it comes from.
Yeah. What I'm thinking on this game is I'm probably gonna get 3. I'm probably gonna play that, and if I like it, and I'll probably get this.
Yeah.
Well.
Sounds like logical.
Yeah.
Look forward
I
to support eventually, because I don't want to pull out.
I think it'll be good.
All right, we want to move on then.
Yeah, I can't really say too much about it.
It's just kind of funny to me that Persona is now further ahead in terms of numbered entries than SMT is.
Sure, there's probably 50 SMT spin-offs.
Yeah, Persona is one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to a style-based game, Bayonetta 3.
I think it's just an action game.
I know, but
it's a very stylish action game.
Yes.
As far as we know anything about Bayonetta 3. It could go pull a.
Yeah, it could pull a Final Fantasy and decide it wants to be a third-person shooter now. A cover-based third-person shooter. Ugh. It's like Vanquish, but without any of the fun bits.
Trust in the plan. It's gonna be great.
Trust the process. That's all you got to do.
When do you guys think Bayonetta 3 will come out?
Fuck,
Because when did we first see this game? Was it back in 2017 at the Game Awards?
I know it
think
hit
that's what
over
it was.
1,000 days pretty recently.
Yeah.
Shit, it could come out anytime. They could just stealth announce it sometime this year. Be hey, it's coming out holiday season, or it could be years from now.
Yeah, Platinum has somewhat recently stated that it's Bayonetta 3 will show it off when we're ready. Which means they're not ready to show it off.
Yes, that wording does not inspire faith in me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even have conjecture for when this could come out, and there's nothing to say about it. It's a new Bayonetta game, but we haven't seen anything about it. She has her Bayonetta 1 design in the trailer, and the guns have different words on them.
But
that's all we know.
That was 3 years ago. That can mean nothing at this point.
Right. I found a better looking picture, by the way, so it looks a lot cleaner. Same thing though.
Okay.
But yeah. I love the fact that the main character has shotguns on her feet.
I think they're just pistols.
Are they
They're
pistols?
pistols. Shotguns are unlockable weapons, Sam.
Okay, my bad.
Her guns are called Scarborough Fair.
Yeah.
You not played Bayonetta? Wait, you played Bayonetta 1, right?
Yeah. No, actually, yeah. You gave me the downloadable code on Switch.
Yeah, because I bought Bayonetta 2 on Switch.
And then it came with the free one, yeah, and you let me have it. Yep, I'm about.
I'll play it. It's like
no,
3 hours long.
I have played. I think up to this.
Go replay it.
I haven't finished it. No, I haven't finished it. But
highest difficulty disables witch time, just so you know. You can't slow time in the highest difficulty.
that's unfortunate.
Can't believe they nerfed Bayonetta.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing to say about 3, so I think we should just move on.
Yeah.
It'll be a Bayonetta game. It'll be good.
Hopefully. Yeah. Will it look better than Astral Chain? That's the real question.
This probably has a higher budget.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, moving on. Metroid Prime 4.
Oh,
we know
good.
less about this. We have a logo.
No, that's not true. We know more about this because we know more behind the scenes developer information.
Okay.
So they restarted development like 2 years ago at this point it was. And
Yeah.
it is currently being developed by Retro Studios.
Okay.
And all we know so far really about its development is that they are continuing to hire more and more people specifically for this game.
Interesting.
Yeah. And yeah. Seems like the people they're hiring are pretty talented though. They keep hiring people who've worked on big AAA games. Like I think they got a guy who worked on Halo series. And
Metro's got a great track record.
yeah.
I mean, they made the original Metroid Prime trilogy, and their Donkey Kong games are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Retro really hasn't released any bad games. So yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to
I think
it.
it's a lot of part because they just never release anything unless it's perfect. They're kind of like Valve in that sense, except that they actually will release stuff and work on stuff, unlike Valve,
Right.
Yeah.
who never seems to get past the prototyping phase.
Yeah. I mean, as far as we know, Valve could have like finished 20 games and just been like, nah.
I think they did. I think they've done that.
I've heard tons of rumors that Left 4 Dead 3 was finished, and they just decided not to release it. But
Yeah.
and who knows?
Yeah. When do you think we're gonna see Metroid Prime 4 again?
Oh, that's
You
another
think-
one because I just don't completely know what the scale's gonna be, like what's completely going on behind the scenes.
Okay,
like,
to simple it up, do you think we're gonna see it this year? Like just a trailer, like not release, just like a trailer.
no. It's a possibility, but I'm gonna say no. I think they'll do closer to release.
I think we might.
Because I think Nintendo.
I think we'll get a trailer and not much else. And I think the reason why they'll do that is because it's going to be Metroid's anniversary and they're going to want to celebrate at least a little bit.
Will they?
I think so. I think in terms of Metroid this year, I think we're going to get a new 2D Metroid. And I think we're going to get Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Metroid Prime Trilogy, I think, is more likely than us even getting Prime 4 news. I think that's more likely just for the anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
If they acknowledge this anniversary at all.
I don't know. You can't go wrong with a Metroid game.
But you can.
That's
For the
true.
REM.
Oh, yeah. It's very
Actually, the
true.
REM's not, I don't even know if the REM's not that bad, but...
It's not good,
yeah. It's weird.
to say the least.
Yeah, we could sort of just speculate on this. There's just not much to say.
Yeah.
We have a JPEG.
I'm still excited for it.
Oh, yeah, I am.
I've
certainly
got high
as well.
hopes.
Metroid game.
I hope it looks really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's if like Platinum's like hiring like on a bunch of people and stuff. I think that would be the reason, like probably just so they can make it look like very nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's next on the list?
It looks like we got next on the list.
Is Hollow Knight Silksong.
Ah, yes. This game.
From one Metroidvania to another.
Indeed.
The original Hollow Knight is amazing. Never finished it because it's 9 billion hours long.
It's only like 40.
I know, it's like just every other Metroidvania ever made is like 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
yeah, I'm really excited for this.
it looks like Hollow Knight, but more fluid and beautiful.
Yeah, that's because it's a direct sequel.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. They've shown off a lot of stuff for it. Lots of new mechanics. There's like a ledge grab mechanic in this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is
You
like,
got all these like different tools and weapons you can use. Like there was that one chainsaw weapon they showed off. It's like you throw a saw blade on the ground and then it just shoots forward and kills everything in its path.
so we're gonna go back more weapon variety because I feel like Hollow Knight, a lot of its strength was into combat was pretty simple.
Yeah.
But actually, that's actually an interesting direction to go in for a sequel. Just have like more weapons.
Yeah, and they changed up the healing mechanics in this one. So how it works now is like I think you can heal like it's either 3 health or all your health at once,
Okay.
but you have to get a fully charged thread in order to do that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But you also heal like instantly as opposed to having to charge it up like you did in Hollow Knight.
Right.
That's cool. That will really change up how bosses play and stuff.
Yeah.
I have not watched all the trailers for this, although I am excited. But that's
Yeah. The last time we saw it, outside of that one Edge magazine story they did on it, was like E3, like 2 years ago, I think. I think it was like 2018.
yeah.
Yeah. They had like a big gameplay segment because there was like an E3 demo that they were showing off on the Treehouse.
Mhm.
Because,
Oh, it's Treehouse.
yeah.
Is this going to be Switch at launch? Actually.
Yes, this
'Cause I
is.
remember-
It's on Steam and Switch. It has a Switch console exclusivity.
Cool. Because I
Nintendo
bought
made
Hollow Knight
sure
on
to-
Steam really early when it.
Yeah.
And then they said, "Oh, we're gonna make a Switch port," and then it waited like 3 years for that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think they made a deal with Nintendo to get Switch console exclusivity. So Nintendo throwing out the bugs for the bug game.
The bugs.
Throwing out
is
the
it-
bugs for the bugs.
Oh, the box. Okay, I was like, is that a?
Yeah.
Bug game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. All right. We want to move
I
on
think it beat the
now?
original. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
I'm very excited for it. It's probably gonna be one of the best games that come out in the year it releases, if it comes out this year or next year.
2045.
Whatever. Yeah. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, moving on to the next game. Another Metroidvania. This is the Metroidvania corner, in case anybody was wondering.
This wasn't intentional.
Yeah, the next game is Crow Sworn. Now,
I don't
I'm
know much
sure-
about this one.
nobody's heard of this. And the reason why is because the announcement trailer for it, dropped like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And so we're going to watch that right now.
All
To
right.
give everybody an idea of what this is.
Right. Let me get that set up real quick. Okay. You know, you guys can talk, right? You don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what am I going to say? I don't know anything about it.
Well, watch the trailer. Because I've already seen it. And I know you haven't.
All right. Let's get the volume. It's only 42 seconds, so. sick.
This is Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you got guns. Oh, this looks very hot. I saw him do the sword thing. Just bounces on the spiked sword.
Yeah.
Ah.
So yeah, game looks sick.
Oh yeah. This looks fucking awesome.
Yes.
I remember stumbling across this trailer when I was exploring the internet one night. And I was just like, damn, this looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kickstarter for it is coming soon.
Okay, go lob them some money. Although, I mean, they look like they already, like, got it down. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm planning on throwing this game some money on Kickstarter.
Definitely, because this game looks sick. The fact that you have a scythe and you're like a witch doctor, but also has guns, but it's a side scroller. It's just like it's so many alleys that this game is taking, and it just looks sick already for only a 40-second trailer.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I know some people have thrown some criticisms its way for looking too much like Hollow Knight.
Yeah, it
and
can
I
get its own identity through, like,
this-
the atmosphere and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. I like Hollow Knight, and you know what I want more of in the world? More things of things I already like.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care that it personally looks like Hollow Knight. I mean, I like it's like they're complaining about it, but at the same time, it's not like Hollow Knight's art style is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I think it looks great.
And it's not like it's a copy and paste of Hollow Knight. It's
Dude, like this is I want to just talk about how fucking cool the main character of this looks. This dude looks like fucking Van Helsing with a plague doctor mask and a fucking scythe. Like, how is that not the fucking coolest shit you've ever seen? I know this is the coolest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
not really much to say because we only got that 40-second trailer right now, and it was just released recently. So
Yeah.
Gothic.
all right, do we want to move
It
on?
looks pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we might as well move on.
Hmm.
All right. Let's move on to what do we got next?
The Last Faith,
Oh, The Last Faith, a dark,
which is another Kickstarter Metroidvania game.
yes,
Uh,
a
Dude,
dark
got it.
gothic Metroidvania game.
I actually funded this game on Kickstarter. I threw it like $20 to get an early copy.
Oh, neato. Is it, we don't have a release date. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Get it on release. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this game, considering I already bought it, basically.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's another Metroidvania, and specifically inspired by like Bloodborne and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks it's like pixel art, and it looks fucking great.
Yeah. I have not seen much on this. Maybe let's
Say Metroidvania, it's probably good. You know, I don't think I've ever played a Metroidvania I really just loved.
The Last Faith. Let's check this out.
Yeah. So one of the trailers.
Okay. Oh yeah, I just looked up some gameplay gallery pictures of it. It looks really interesting.
Mhm.
It looks like you got a scythe, but you also got a sword.
But guess I
There's
understand, too.
there's multiple different weapons. It's kind of like a Castlevania in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there's not too much to say.
It's a Metroidvania. Metroidvanias are always good. Metroidvania is one of those genres that's actually pretty hard to fuck up.
Yeah.
Just because the formula is so fucking solid.
Yeah, it's true. Like I'm genuinely like at a loss trying to think of one that I straight up dislike.
Continuing on the indie Metroidvania.
You have more? How many are there?
Yeah, we got Axiom Verge 2 next.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget about this game.
Axiom Verge 1, it's like Metroid. I have not played it.
Yeah. I have played through Axiom Verge 1. I quite enjoyed it. It's a really good game. I got it for free on the Epic Game Store.
I probably own it as well.
Yeah. It's fun. So I'm pretty looking forward to Axiom Verge 2.
I love how we just can't make out what the main character looks like. He's got gray hair. Looks like silver armor.
I think it might be a girl in this one. I don't know. I remember watching the trailer for Axiom Verge 2, and I don't remember much of it outside of it focused on the little drone robot guys, which was one of the power-ups in Axiom Verge 1, was you launched out this little robot guy, and he would walk around and collect stuff for you. But you, like, remotely controlled him. And I remember that focused a lot on that. So, I don't know exactly what the direction this game is going in, but I'm sure it's mostly gonna be more or less more of the first game, and that was really good.
Yeah.
And lots of different guns and stuff in that. It's
right.
Good.
See, I was always turned off a bit by Axiom Verge. Like, I just like look at it and it's like, that looks cool, but like I should probably also just get around to playing Super Metroid instead because this looks like really Metroid-esque.
Yeah, I would say play Super Metroid first, and then play Axiom Verge.
Yeah, I played Super Metroid like a bit, but like never really finished all the way. So I could just,
it's good.
Like, I just half hoping Axiom Verge 2 maybe does a bit more to differentiate itself. At least, I mean, I know in gameplay Axiom Verge does some unique stuff. Like just glancing at it doesn't like stand out to me too much.
All right. Anything else we want to touch on this?
Nah.
All right. Well, moving on. Is this another Metroidvania?
I think it is. They didn't say specifically Metroidvania, but they said it was like an exploration action adventure, something like that.
Earthblade.
Yeah. So this was just announced like a couple days ago. Being made by the Celeste devs. This is their new project.
Okay.
The announcement for. Speaking of Celeste, I literally just started playing that like yesterday.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, I went through like the first 2 levels.
Nice. Oh, nice. Next you have the hotel. The hotel's really long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celeste is great, so I'm really excited.
So while we know nothing about this game outside of this specific image, I'm sure it will be really good.
Yeah.
Apparently, the studio that released it, they said they're going to be making this game, said they call this a vibe reveal, quote unquote.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know either, but
I'm surprised. I was expecting them to do Celeste too because they released that Eco 8 demo of it. But I don't know, do something different.
Yeah, I could understand not necessarily wanting to make Celeste 2 as opposed to doing something completely new.
Oh yeah. Yeah, more interesting that way.
Pretty cool logo. This definitely makes top 10.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not much
Since
to
we
say.
don't know much about it, we can move on now.
Yeah.
All right. To Ion Fury Aftershock.
Oh yeah, Ion Fury. Well, this is an expansion for it. Ion Fury is a game by the Duke Nukem 3D devs, made in the same engine that Duke Nukem 3D was made in like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know this image has terrible quality, but
it is A-OK.
But,
yeah.
Ion Fury is wonderful, and I'm super excited for an expansion for it. They're adding a jet ski, so That's all I got. That's all I gathered from the trailer, really, and that's all I need. More levels for that game. Like hell yeah.
Yeah. So this is just
game.
an expansion pack, pretty much.
Yeah. So I assume probably just going to be more levels. Like yeah.
Is this like a standalone expansion, or is it something?
I believe
like...
it's going to be DLC.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume if it's around the same length, because Iron Fury is pretty huge for a game of its type. It's like 8 to 10 hours, which is huge for like a boomer shooter like style game.
Yeah.
So if this is like around the same length, yeah, I'm super excited. And yeah, as I said, Iron Fury was super polished. So I have faith in this.
Yeah, we don't have a release date for this either.
Summer, vaguely. That's all the trailer said.
Oh yeah, no, just summer. But
Yeah.
seems interesting enough.
Yeah, the original game, go buy it. It's like $15. Really good.
How much gameplay?
I said like 8 to 10 hours.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you there.
Yeah.
Of non-stop epic actionness.
Yeah. It's a first-person shooter.
You get dual Uzis that light people on fire.
Oh. We got incendiary rounds.
Yeah, because they released some prototype demo once, and everyone was like, these Uzis are lame, so they added only incendiary Uzis.
All right.
It's a very good FPS.
Yeah.
Moving on to a game that looks very, very cool. Judging by the trailer, Little Devil Inside.
Yeah.
Recall, I don't know if you've checked out this trailer, but this thing.
I don't think I have.
It was shown off at the big PlayStation event when they were showing off all the new PS5 exclusives and stuff like that before the PS5 came out. Yeah. So they've actually shown off a lot of extended gameplay stuff for this. I have checked out that. So basically, what this game is like... It's kind of like a survival action game where the idea is it's kind of like Monster Hunter in a few ways, where you're going out on a quest to kill like a specific monster, right? But in order to do that, you first have to get to it, which involves going through a hostile environment full of other smaller monsters that also are trying to kill you, while also trying to survive the elements. And then you finally make it to the monster, and then it's a big boss fight. Yeah. So it actually goes pretty in depth with the survival mechanics too. It's like depending on where you're heading. Like if you're going into an icy, cold region, you have to make sure to stay warm and not die of hypothermia. And stuff like that.
And survival games got a bit of a bad rep because of a lot of like lower budget ones that came out like after like Minecraft and stuff, and, like Rust.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of interested in the genre. Like I think these would be cool stuff with it.
I think that's mostly because they were like sandbox survival games. Right. This one, you're not surviving just to survive. You're surviving with a purpose, which is to track down and kill this big scary boss monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like it's a survival game, but you're not worried about just one thing. You have to worry about everything. Yeah. And it's like if this game is up your alley, like you have to worry about, like Chestnut said, if you're going to a snowy region, you have to worry about all that, but also worrying about hunger, probably thirst, and then and then you have to simultaneously worrying about what you're tracking at the same time, while also worrying about dying on the way there.
Yeah. The game looks really fucking sick.
Yeah.
This is definitely something I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Especially after watching a little bit of what the gameplay looks like, because I don't know if that trailer that I watched is the gameplay, but if that is what it is, it's the art style.
If you want to see more gameplay of it, they have a bunch of extended gameplay trailers, which go on for like 40 minutes.
Right. But yeah, judging just by the route that they're taking with it, it looks very interesting. It almost kind of brings a little bit more, like you were saying, in-depth survival mechanics to it. Because it's like, yeah, Minecraft, you're surviving like your health, but you don't worry about hunger, or you don't worry about thirst. The elements, besides drowning or falling in lava,
yeah.
But if you go into a snowy like region, like you don't worry about cold. You could survive without a base, like a house. Like I don't know if you have to build a house in this game, but it'd be pretty cool.
No, you have like a hometown that you like return to after every quest.
Right. Okay. Which
and like that's where you get like all the quest missions. You get sent out on adventures by this older guy.
It's always an old man giving you these weird quests to go on to kill some random beast that's a legend.
Oh, something like that. It looks good.
No, it definitely looks good. But definitely want to touch on this game more in a later stream when we have a lot more to talk about.
When it gets closer.
Yeah, especially when we get an actual release date, prices, platforms it's being released on. I don't know if we have that yet. But, yeah. This game's very promising. Moving on, we got... Looks like we got... Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, yes.
Yeah. Gotta get that funky music.
Reminds me of that one Beat Saber song you had me download the one time I was streaming.
That's because it's by the same composer.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the Family Guy funny moments.
Speaking of which, that's also the song that you're thinking of. The game that's from, those are the same devs that are doing this game.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this is a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio, and it's even getting all of its music composed by the original Jet Set Radio composer. And the dev team behind it is Team Reptile, I think their name is.
That's a fun name.
Which are the guys who made Lethal League Plays.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this looks fucking sick.
Right. This is the trailer where the dude was just gliding everywhere, right?
Yes.
Or like grinding.
It is.
Stuff.
It's parkour with jet power, specifically. Because in Jet Set Radio, it was like jet powered roller skates, and in this one, it's specifically just like parkour, but with like a backpack that's also like a jet engine on your back.
Fun.
Yeah. So you're just like running on walls and shit, spraying graffiti, listening to funky fresh beats.
Of course. And I hope they have some beats that are as good as Jet Set Radio classics like Birthday Cake. I unironically think that song goes hard, but you know.
Yeah. Gotta get that extra sugar, extra spice.
Extra sugar, extra sweet. Shut up and let me eat. Oh, that was her lyrics.
Something
Beautiful.
like that.
Sounds like Yoko Ono.
Awesome.
Okay. Do you want to move on real quick?
Yes,
to the next game?
Yes.
Okay.
Next one is...
Here comes Nico.
Here comes Nico from League of Legends. She's gonna ult you.
No. Uh-oh.
No.
I hope not.
Should be the Nico from One Shot. That's the best Nico.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Nico isn't spelled the same as Nico from League of Legends, so...
I don't know.
No,
I think he's pretty cute.
I don't know.
Okay.
Are his hands
Nico
circles?
tier lists?
I don't know.
You got the League one.
This looks like I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a really crappy version of Animal Crossing.
It's not. It's a 3D platformer.
Okay. Because like I saw the fishing rod and then the water, just like okay.
Yeah, it is. It's a little like Animal Crossing. So the premise of this game is that you got hired by a frog to be a professional friend, and you have to go around to all the animal people and befriend them all.
So
in order to do that, you have to play through a bunch of platforming levels, of course.
So you're just an NPC in Animal Crossing, and you just gotta basically make friends
No,
with somebody.
you're the player character, but you jump around and then you talk to the NPCs in Animal Crossing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So a few notable things about this game is that it's being published by Gears for Breakfast,
Okay.
the guys who did Ahead in Time. Yeah, they're publishing it. It's not being developed by them. Different dev team, but
Who's developing it?
the studio's name is called Frog Vibes, I think.
Frog Vibes. No wonder they're getting hired by a frog.
Yeah.
Are they like? Is it Gears Breakfast? Aren't they like Are they Danish? Is it like another
I don't know.
Danish
I thought the team members were from all over the world.
They are. It's just primarily.
Yeah. So another notable thing about this is that while it is a 3D platformer, all the characters are 2D sprites that
Yeah.
are just running around on a 3D world.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nothing will be as bad as
it looks-
Battleland Wonderworld, though, so.
And this game, it looks very cute.
It looks adorable.
Yeah.
Alright. Being that said, I think we're
Ready to move on to the next game, Demon Turf.
Demon Turf.
Yeah.
Witches.
So, a few notable things about Demon Turf. It's being published by Platonic Games, the
Write
guys
that
who
down
did
again.
Ukulele.
Okay.
Yeah, it's being.
Ooh, I'm digging this art though. Looking this up.
Yeah. And this is also a 3D platformer, where everything is 3D environments, but all the characters are 2D sprites.
It's like I don't even know what to call that.
Yeah.
Let's say 2.5D, but it's like not. It's like reversed.
It's 3.5D.
Okay, yeah, we go with that.
3.-5D. Something like that. Yeah, it looks fun. Although,
Kind
it's
of.
one of those things where, because they're 2D sprites in a 3D environment, it can lead to a lot of times where things just kind of look odd.
Yeah.
When do some things in a game not look odd at times?
I guess that's true. But, talk about the premise for a minute. So basically, you're a little demon girl, and
Fun.
you're trying to become the queen of hell by beating the shit out of all the other demon kings.
Just like
Taking
this
all their
game.
demon turf. Yeah,
Fun. That's
Yeah.
a fun concept. And I like the visuals.
hmm
Awesome.
It's like if you play that Nico game, and
Yeah.
you need more hell, then you go here.
Two very composing art styles for two games that are very similar.
Right.
Yes.
One is very cute, and the other is oh so cute, but in a demon sort of way.
Cute, but fucked up.
It's a very interesting combination. Cute but fucked up. Alright.
Okay.
Moving on to Oddity.
Yeah,
Also known as Mother 4, except it's not.
that's not Mother 4.
Oh.
Looks like the moon's got some
Otherwise,
moss
Nintendo
growing
would
on it.
sue them. Yeah. So this game's been in development for a really fucking long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard about it. When it was Mother 4, I heard about it years ago.
Yeah. Because it started like development as like a Mother 4 fan game, pretty much.
Mm.
And they made the very wise decision of not calling it Mother 4. So that they could actually release the game without Nintendo suing them.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really polished. Like, and
hmm
you have don't you have a guy with a pompadour?
Yes.
Okay, so 10 out of 10.
Right off the bat, 10 out of 10. We don't need to see anything else about this game. Moving on. Just kidding.
This game is definitely going to be good. You can tell that it's going to be good because they wouldn't fucking release it if it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Because you know that because they've been working on this for like 7 fucking years.
I don't know. Long dev cycles do not automatically equal good games.
Yeah, I mean, in theory,
It
they
can
would.
sometimes, and I feel like this is one of those times.
Okay.
Because I feel like if they weren't happy with how it was, they just wouldn't release it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
Yeah,
try
I mean,
to
plenty of fan
salvage the
games.
project. Because are
Plenty
they
of fan
even
games.
planning on selling this? I thought they might just release it for free. I'm not 100% sure. I think they should sell it. I wouldn't want all their
I
hard
think
work
the
to go
name change
to waste.
implies they might be selling it. 'Cause-
Yeah, I honestly, I kind of hope they do, just because I feel like it would be such a waste for all their hard
Yeah.
work and them to get nothing basically from it.
Right.
Nintendo's not that strict into Mother IPs, so they could just release a free fan game called Mother 4, and I don't think Nintendo would go other way, so I think the name change implies that.
Yeah. Plus, it's like, even if you do call it Mother 4, it's still not really Mother 4, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
It'll never
So-
truly be Mother 4.
Yeah, even if they
shouldn't
called
be
it Mother
Mother-
4,
it
it would
shouldn't be a
still
Mother
always
4.
be its own thing. So,
Yeah.
just naming it its own thing, you know,
Yeah.
obviously is the right call.
All right. Well, moving on to what do we got next? Deltarune.
Yes, Deltarune.
We know anything about this aside?
We've
know,
gotten a couple
Chapter
updates about it after Chapter 1, specifically that Chapter 2 development is going well and is almost done. Although
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure if they are planning on still releasing it all together or if they want to chop it up into bits and release it in chapter format. I would assume that they're gonna just wait till it's all done and then release it.
I could take a chapter format. I don't know. It depends.
For anyone who somehow doesn't know what Deltarune is more or less the sequel to Undertale. It's not a direct sequel, though. It's not in the same universe, but utilizes
On the
same
thematic sequel.
Yeah, it utilizes the same characters. You could say it takes place in an alternate universe.
Takes place in Undertale AU.
Yeah, kind of fucking does.
Right. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that.
Have you
Yeah.
played Undertale?
No.
He is not.
Damn.
That's a perfect thing to do on stream. Have Lucas play Undertale and have us yell at him.
Make him cry.
Isn't it
Yeah.
like your decisions affect?
Yeah.
It's
More or less.
the RPG where no one has to die. That's
Yeah.
all I can really say about.
Wait,
maybe
no.
spoiling
I think I
everything.
have played maybe.
You've tried like for 5 minutes and then said this is ugly and then stopped.
Yeah, I think.
think-
Yeah, I definitely think like maybe
Yeah.
sophomore year of high school playing this at Ricola's house on the computer. I'm like,
Oh
you
yeah,
know
I
what?
definitely forced you to play it. At some
And
point.
I was just probably like, you know what? This is ugly. I'm just gonna play some League.
What a terrible
Bastard.
decision. That's like
Yeah.
the worst thing you could possibly do.
I know, but I did it all the time. Like, I think strictly.
I feel
was,
like that's a gaming cardinal sin. Instead of choosing to play Undertale, you chose to play League of Legends.
Yeah,
It is.
and look where
Ugh.
League of Legends has got me. Just a bunch of rage, wasted hours, and a lot of wasted
yeah.
money.
Pretty much.
Oh, I'm still addicted though.
We gotta
League of
keep you
Legends
off.
is like heroin.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
Maybe,
But you don't get like a good high though.
yeah.
Exactly.
you
Like,
don't.
yeah, exactly. It's like heroin.
You just no. Heroin. At
Don't you
least
get a
you.
good high of a heroin?
No, heroin.
Okay, it's crack cocaine.
Heroin, you pass out. Crack, you fucking get energetic as fucking want to fly out the window. No, that's that's cocaine. Yeah.
That's cocaine.
Yeah.
Well, crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Crack is
Crack-
shitty,
crack
cheap
is-
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Hero-
you should never fucking do.
Heroin, you shoot up.
Never
and
fucking
Don't
do
do
crack
drugs.
cocaine.
never
Yeah,
do
winners
drugs.
don't do drugs.
Drugs are
Yeah.
bad.
But especially don't do crack cocaine because you
Yeah.
will fucking die.
No, don't do heroin. Crack cocaine. You
Yeah,
can-
don't do heroin either.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs. Period.
Yes, unless it's marijuana. That's the only
Yeah,
exception.
that's
It's just
fine.
weed under supervision. Don't do it like
Yeah.
Don't do it alone.
Yeah.
yeah
Around shop objects.
don't fuck yourself up when you don't and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only exception. Anything else, just
Get high
please.
responsibly.
Exactly.
Now back onto Undertale and Deltarune.
Okay. Yeah.
Would Rousey do drugs? I don't think so.
yeah.
Rousey would be very straight edge.
Ralsei does crack.
Rousey has a Mercedes Benz.
Rousey has a Mercedes Benz and does
Yeah.
shrooms on the weekend.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Deltarune. It's probably one of my most anticipated games. Probably top 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't agree, but you know.
I cannot wait to play the full thing. Okay, but like real quick, I just want to talk about one thing in particular. I've seen a lot of people discussing like potential plot of where Deltarune is going, and I see a lot of people saying that like, oh, Ralsei is gonna betray you at some point in later in the game. No, I don't think he is at all. I think he's lying, but I don't think he's gonna betray you. So I believe that Ralsei is Asriel.
Okay. Is he a dimensional traveler like Sans? What's
No,
happening?
no, he's just Asriel because Asriel already exists in this universe. We know this. So he's just the same person. He
Okay.
just, because we know Asriel is away at college. He just went into a closet in his college, went into the dark world, put on a disguise, pretended to be Ralsei, because he somehow knows all this shit preemptively to get you to do this stuff. It makes perfect sense. I mean, why would there be 2 characters that are like literally the exact same, but they're 2 completely different characters? It doesn't make any sense.
I have no clue.
Yeah. Why would we know that both Ralsei and Asriel both exist if we know that they, A, both look the exact same, B, their names are anagrams of each other? And it's like...
It could be for the sake of fucking with us.
There's no way they're 2 separate people.
See, that's the beauty of games, and
but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yes. All right. Well, being that said, I think we're gonna move on to the next topic. Well, next game.
Let's combine. Let's talk about both of these at once.
Yeah. We'll just talk about the next. Well, we'll talk about the one first because we're not going to talk about it for long. Elder Scrolls 6.
Correct.
There's a mountain.
Yeah.
We saw this years ago. There's a mountain.
It's a new Elder Scrolls game. It's about fucking time. When do you guys think we're going to get it?
Oh, jeez. Years from now.
I'm thinking 2023, maybe 2024.
Maybe even later.
Yeah. If this game releases in 2022, I will be shocked.
They do not. They probably do not want another Fallout like 76 fiasco. They probably want to polish this up a little bit, like have it be actually.
And who knows what the Microsoft acquisition is going to mean for this game's development?
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a mountain in the game. I think it's going to take place at High Rock. That's all I can say because they're not going to do the cat people place or the lizard place because you can't have the cats be the main race of Elder Scrolls game. That would just be too high quality.
Yeah. The game would be good. Would be too good.
It'd be the second game that is the main characters are cats.
Oh, our second game tonight. Yeah. I mean, you can play as a cat in all of the Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Khajiit have wares. No.
Yeah. What is their like stat buff specifically? Isn't it like something about jumping or whatever?
They jump higher and they're sneaky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yes, we have a mountain, and it looks like a gorgeous skybox.
Yeah. There's really not much I can say about it. It's like it's gonna be an Elder Scrolls game. It's probably gonna be similar to how Skyrim was in Oblivion, but I'm sure it'll be very different as well. But who knows what it's gonna be like.
Right. You know, I enjoy all the Elder Scrolls games just because that first playthrough you just walk around and discover stuff is fun.
Yeah, it's okay. I tried Oblivion and I thought it was okay, but I didn't really.
Oblivion has a problem where everything is a green field, so it's really not that fun to explore.
That's true.
All right, moving on to the next game, Starfield.
This is Skyrim space.
Yes.
And
another Bethesda.
Ricola, quick. Can you notice the hidden meme in this picture? That me and Black Chestnut just discovered before the stream.
1 sec.
Just This is just,
Making him pull up the stream.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
actually,
pay
believe it or not, I
attention
didn't have the
now.
stream up. Oh, yeah, of course. That's not even hidden.
We didn't
Did you
notice.
not notice?
We didn't
No,
notice this.
we
at
didn't
first.
notice until after we saved the picture.
And then we were going through it. And we were like, "Wait, who is that?" Well, I
I
said,
was
"Who
like,
is
oh,
that?"
it's Todd Howard. Okay, let's just keep it.
It was a lot. It was a lot
Wow.
funnier.
Yeah. This game is going to be in space.
Space Rim.
You know, the problem with that is that there's two things. You can either do alien planets or like Star Trek space travel stuff. But I do wonder if they're going to go for a more Star Trek science fiction or more Star Wars science fantasy.
You know, I dig the Star Trek. I can't think of too many like games that actually kind of nail that.
Yeah. But if they do that, then I feel like most of the game is going to be spent on like a big spaceship.
Yeah, like Bethesda's standard
Space
gameplay
travel.
would probably have you be exploring big planets and shit.
Yeah. So, who fucking knows what the scope of this game's going to be?
Yeah, I like it.
Is it going to be No Man's Sky? But
It's gonna be
even
bigger
buggier?
than No Man's Sky. It's gonna be 4 quadrillion zillion planets.
Or is it
It's
going
going
to
to
be like?
be Skyrim, No Man's Sky, but buggy.
No Man's
So like
Sky.
Skyrim.
Or is it going to
No
be like that
Man's
one
Skyrim.
game where you have like 15 minutes and the like sun's about to explode and you have to like.
Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
That game looks cool.
And you know what? Speaking of which, there's already a game that's kind of like this. It's Outer Worlds.
Yes.
Right.
That was made by Obsidian.
Who are famous for being better than Bethesda at making Bethesda games.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah.
Bethesda does, Obsidian does better. Obsidian does everything better than Bethesda.
Except for making stable games. People make fun of Bethesda games being glitchy, but New Vegas is
I
hilarious.
mean, they're about equal in terms of
Yeah.
glitchiness.
You know, it might just be danger of the genre.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, when you're making games of this scale,
You're making games where every spoon is interactable.
yeah. But you're making games this big with this much garbage filled into it at all corners, bursting at the seams. There's gonna be some cockroaches in there.
You know, I think we underappreciate how in the Elder Scrolls games, things like every spoon is interactable, because that would have blown people's minds like 20 years ago.
I mean,
But,
Skyrim came out like what, 15 years ago at this point?
I think
No,
like
it wasn't that long ago. It was only
Yeah.
like
It came out like 2012.
yeah. So it was like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, what can we say about Starfield?
I don't know. There's a
Well,
bunch of
we know
galaxies in the
nothing about
background.
it.
There's planets.
So we can only have wild speculation.
And that's for the speculation stream.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no. That's for things we're literally making up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the later stream.
That's when
This
we're
would
gonna
be
get.
the out of our ass
Okay.
stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the stream where we're just gonna talk the whole time, and make absolutely no sense because none of the stuff we're saying is actually gonna be true. But
Yeah,
I mean, I could do that.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
yes.
Let's move on from Starfield to a
To
game we
Fable.
also know less about.
Yes, there's mountains
more.
in this one too, but also a great big, a big castle. Not a
Big
castle, but
Yeah,
nice little medieval looking
it's
city.
Fable 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fable. Fable's I've always wanted to play Fable, despite having the best reputation. But they look
Yeah.
neat.
This is the Western RPG corner, in case you didn't realize.
Yes, we've organized our topics into corners.
Are these actually organized, or is this just?
They're
happened?
somewhat organized.
Okay.
I made sure that games with similar themes went together.
All right. Good job.
Yes, that was all chestnut.
So if you don't
Yeah.
like the order in which we're going, and blame me.
But
Everything's
also,
gonna get-
but also, you could help
We're gonna
next
get
time.
murdered.
I feel like I am after this stream.
For what?
I don't know.
She got Final Fantasy earlier for like
Yeah,
2 minutes.
pretty much. I think everyone's gonna watch that and immediately jump ship. So if you're still watching this right now, good job.
Yeah, you're a true. You're a
People
true.
are that defensive of Final Fantasy.
True.
Final Fantasy 14 fans.
Hey, what's
14's not bad.
What's the?
I just don't think it should be titled 14.
Yeah.
Why would what would be the purpose of watching a stream if you're not gonna share some same opinions on things, but also like what's the point of watching a streamer if you're not gonna have different perspectives on things and be able to accept other people's opinions on games, because not everybody's gonna have the same opinion.
Not everybody can handle different opinions.
Handle your hot takes.
Yeah.
It's not even a hot take. It's his opinion on what he likes as
yeah,
a game.
it's really not that hot of a take.
All opinions are hot takes.
I mean, Final Fantasy fans are pretty split down the middle, kind of like Sonic fans right now. At least that's the way I see it. But that's not Fable.
Everybody has, this is not Fable, but...
Yeah, what happened to well, I mean, I've never played
I think in this game, they're going to finally fulfill all their promises they made with Fable 1.
Is each blade of grass going to, like, grow individually?
Who knows? Are you going to be able to plant a seed, wait 20 years in real time, and it will grow?
I hope so.
No, it's more like 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to put this game down?
What a shitty tree. You know, a good tree you probably grow like 4. You plant like a redwood?
Let's go with some bamboo. That one goes fast.
Okay, yeah.
Bamboo.
Yeah.
Bamboo also breaks easy.
Exactly. So we'll have gameplay purposes.
Some bamboo is very sturdy.
Yes, that's true.
Bamboo.
It only looks like it breaks easy because pandas have superhuman strength.
Right.
Okay. Actually talk about Fable 4 for a minute.
I put it off because I don't know what to say about it.
In the trailer, there was a fairy, and then it got ate by a frog.
Oh my god, yes! That was she was like chilling, and then all of a sudden she was like, oh! And then she got ate.
Fun.
Yeah, I remember them saying like, it was like something along the lines of,
If there's not a giant frog boss fight that tries to devour you in this game, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Hold on.
The trailer lied to me. If that doesn't happen.
I mean, the fairy would have been tiny, right?
Yeah.
So
it's just a regular-sized frog, but they need to call back to the
premiere.
trailer by having a giant frog boss fight that tries to eat you.
I hope that's implying that the entire ecosystem is now like automated. Like fairies could be eaten by frogs without like you even knowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and they'll just go extinct over the course of play without you ever even finding one.
Alright, so, quick thing, since we haven't really talked much on Fable, I'm gonna play the one part where they're talking and the fairy gets eaten. Just some background context to what we were talking about.
In case you didn't see the trailer.
Perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings.
Not all stories have happy endings. There we go. Alright, well...
Did you actually play it?
Yes, I did.
I didn't see it on stream.
I just played it. Like, I just... You know.
Oh, the audio?
Yeah, I just
just
played,
the audio?
Yeah, it was
okay.
just the audio, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that was Fable 4. Yep.
Sure was.
Moving on. Avowed is our next.
Yes.
This is a very simple picture we got here.
Yeah.
Very cool text, though.
The font's nice.
Yeah, the font's very
it
nice.
is. So, this is being made by Obsidian, and it's a Western RPG with a medieval fantasy setting.
Oh. Wow. Never played a Western RPG with medieval fantasy setting.
Yeah, it's a bit generic, but I don't think Oblivion has made one of these like
Or
this.
Obsidian.
Yeah.
Well, they made Pillars of Eternity.
Oh yeah. Well, that's different.
That was like a CRPG.
Yeah, that's a CRPG. I think.
Ooh, excuse me.
It is.
Technically, a
Pillars of
dungeon
Eternity was
crawler.
made to feel like it's
Yeah,
very
you're right.
CRPG. It's like,
Yeah, it's a CRPG.
Yeah.
I just haven't played it, so I wasn't.
I played it first, right? It's good. Very text heavy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just wasn't sure if it was more like a dungeon crawler RPG like Diablo, or if it was like an actual CRPG.
Nah, it's the kind where you pause the game and plan out for like an
Oh,
hour.
okay, then it's a CRPG. I just wasn't sure. because I haven't played it.
Diablo is like you're gonna go.
Diablo
in
is you
there.
hit people.
Yeah,
Yeah, Diablo's dungeon crawling RPG.
Yes.
Yes.
Diablo's fun.
It is pretty fun.
All right.
It's one of the
Let's
better
get back
Blizzard
to
IPs.
Obsidian's video game.
Yeah, we really don't know much about it outside of the things I just said about it. In that it's made by Obsidian. It's a Western RPG with a medieval fantasy setting.
Right.
Hopefully it'll have better combat than Skyrim.
I don't think that's too much of an ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fusrota.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to a game that's probably more familiar to people, Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
You know this game. Like, how many years has this been in development for now? Even like,
A lot. I think
Yeah,
it
like-
started development like 5 years ago, I think.
I was like mildly excited for it before. Now I'm like, oh yeah, that game exists. I mean, I like Psychonauts. It's fun.
Well,
Do we,
it
do,
should
we,
be coming out this year.
do we know the mystery being in the background of this picture?
I think that's the villain of the game.
He's gonna be played by Jack Black.
Sick.
If
No, I'm
that's
joking. I'm joking, but
Wait, I
Tim
thought Jack
Schafer-
Black was playing a character in this game.
no, oh yeah, he is. I'm sure of it because Tim Schafer has a weird obsession with Jack Black. He's like in all of.
I
his
don't think it's a
games.
weird obsession. I think that's a very normal obsession to have with Jack Black.
Jack Black is
He made
amazing.
an entire game about Jack Black where you play as Jack Black.
Can we,
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Jack
wonder,
Black
like,
was?
It's
Yeah,
a
like
half
that-
beat 'em up, half real time strategy, and it's exclusively on consoles.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Okay, quick, Chestnut. Do you still have that picture as your wallpaper of Jack Black with the stop sign?
On my phone, yes.
Oh my God, perfect.
The one from Sesame Street.
Yes.
We talked about octagons.
Did you ever see they did a sequel to that where they got the guy from Modern Family to talk about hexagons?
Yes.
All right, moving back to Psychonauts 2. This character's got some pretty dope looking pink goggles.
You ever play Psychonauts 1, Sam?
No.
I mean, Lucas, fuck, I screwed up like 6 times.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't
That's
mind.
okay.
My true
I didn't
identity.
screw it up once in any of the other streams.
My
It's
true
just- that's why
identity
I'm
has
so
been
dumb.
revealed. Now somebody's gonna doss me, and that's over.
See, I've been so on it the last few streams. Like, I didn't screw up once. It's just like, not even.
Yeah, now you're just on edge, man. You're just giving everybody my personal info. They might as well just live with.
Trust, hurry.
A really great takeaway from this, and everybody listening, is never take anything we say seriously.
Yes. Seriously
We're also,
though,
this stream's been going on forever, so I'm probably half asleep.
Yeah.
we're all half
It's-
asleep, but you know we're also
We're almost done.
yes, we're
So
almost there.
apologies for the stream getting crap towards the end here. you
No,
know?
Yeah.
no, it's not.
We're
It's
just all we're having fun here.
yes, we're
I'm
all
having
having fun.
I'm
But
trying.
I am about to go off with actually what
The last couple. Once we get past
yes.
the next
Once
few.
we get past the next
Anyway,
two,
let's
the last
do that
4
quickly.
games. The last 4 games I'm about to go off.
You
But-
don't need to hype it up. We can just get through it quickly by talking more about Psychonauts 2.
That's 2, you jump.
Yeah. You go
go-
in people's heads and...
The Milkman will be back, I guarantee it.
Oh my god.
Everyone remembers the Milkman.
Yeah. It's a cool platformer. It's got some cool story elements in it.
All right. Moving on.
We will talk about it more around when it comes
it's-
out.
Yeah, when it's out.
Closer to release.
And next game we're talking about Halo Infinite.
Oh my god.
Yet another
Welcome.
Halo game. Woo!
Okay, right off the bat, do you guys think it's gonna get delayed again?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Seems to be the consensus of 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
Games just
Remember,
get
this was
delayed.
supposed to be a Xbox launch title.
Yeah, the Xbox Series X or
Oh,
whatever.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, they didn't have any other games planned besides this. So this got delayed, so there's literally like no games for the Xbox right now.
Yeah.
It's multiplayer.
Because they didn't plan anything outside of Halo, it seems like. I mean,
Hey,
they
Halo-
did. We just talked about a couple of them, but none of those games are coming out for like, another 3 years probably.
Which
Well, that's why they bought Bethesda.
Yeah, which kind of
Yeah.
defeats the
Like-
purpose of them trying to have exclusives for
I mean,
the-
obviously, Microsoft doesn't need to succeed with the Xbox. They have so much money, they could literally just burn
and I
$2 billion
assume the Xbox
and
Still,
never
it's still
notice it.
Making money.
Yeah.
They could lift a pinky and still have, like,
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Wait.
Sam, what do you have to say about Halo and FNAF?
see, I never really played many Halo games besides the RTS ones, which is Halo
I always
Wars.
took you as a Halo guy.
Nope, RTS.
Shocked. I'm genuinely shocked.
See, I was a Call of Duty type of dude.
I always took. I mean, I knew you played COD, but I always took you as like, you would always, have Halo,
No, honestly,
So
I've
I-
never
yeah,
played.
I'm sh-
I've never played a Halo game through and through. The only
Yeah.
Halo game I've played through and through is Halo Wars, and Halo Wars 2, which is an RTS, which is kind of like Warcraft.
On
And-
console, right?
Yeah, and yeah, and not World of Warcraft, the RTS, not the MMO.
Yeah, it's like Warcraft and StarCraft, real-time strategy games.
Yeah.
They're all fairly similar.
The
The genre doesn't deviate too much.
Yeah, you just build up your army and then fucking fuck people up.
Yeah.
Which it's fun watching your army fuck people up or watch your army get fucked up. But
Mhm.
The only RTS I've played to the end is Lego Battles and Lego Battle for Ninjago.
yo, all those Lego games were the shit.
Would Pikmin
still
count as a
are.
real-time strategy game?
I mean, I don't see why not. Probably RTS with
It's a bit of a stretch, but
probably
Wait, what is?
Pikmin.
Uh, it's got
I don't-
elements, but nah, it doesn't really have like the base building element.
I don't. Well, I mean, you could definitely say it's a very simple RTS, but I don't see what other genre you could slide it in besides RTS. That's definitely the one it's most similar to.
Pikmin 1, I'd put into time management nightmare. It's a horror game.
It's pretty scary.
It is terrifying trying to get that game done on the time limit it gives you. And if
Yeah.
you don't, you get cannibalized.
Anyways, going back
Horrible.
to Halo, I've definitely played some of the Halo games, never through and through. I've watched a lot of the cinematics though, so like it's not like I dislike Halo, just never been on my number one to playlist. Maybe since it's a new Halo, maybe I'll pick it up, but that would require me to get an Xbox, which I don't plan on doing. So.
Probably coming to Windows, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I will.
Yeah.
Master Chief Collection just came out on Steam like last year.
No, I know,
Whole,
but
ser-
I just.
whole series aside from the bad ones are all on Steam now.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Halo's
I
Halo.
know.
Halo's Halo, so it's not.
I've heard from a lot of people that they weren't really happy with the graphics when they showed off like the gameplay trailer for it.
Mm.
That's part of the reason why they delayed it.
Okay. Yeah, at least they delayed it then for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. I think we're gonna move on, cause
Yeah.
Overwatch 2.
2.
This game's never happening. This game's not actually real.
You see, this game excites me and then also like kind of disappoints me at the same time because
Oh, wait,
like,
just so you know,
Genji
Jeff Kaplan left
fucking-
development.
Oh
Correct
yeah,
me if I'm wrong.
that's what I wanted to talk about in this.
what'd you say?
The developer of the director, Jeff Kaplan, of Overwatch and Overwatch 2, just left Blizzard.
Oh right. Chestnut, I remember you did. I remember you saying this to
Yeah.
me.
They gave Genji sweatpants.
Yeah.
At least that's what they look like.
Yeah, no, they're sweatpants. They're sweatpants.
Yeah.
Quick thing though, what just my quick input on this because I know we're pretty much gonna just talk about that dude leaving Blizzard. What really excites me but also disappoints me about this game is that it's pretty much just adding a co-op man versus machine game mode to it with the same like online multiplayer aspect.
And probably charging you $60 again, you know.
Right, and it's just like
Boxes.
what is the point? Because one, if they're not going to be able to allow you to transfer all your skins and such, because I'm pretty
The
sure.
reason is
Oh, you
because
are.
Oh, you are?
Able to-
Okay.
Yeah, it's
reason is
basically just
Overwatch-
an expansion.
there's no other way to give Overwatch its exposure gun. Like, it had a pretty solid, like, first 2 years, but it's like, it's just like impossible for like any sort of update to like bring people back in, aside from making a full-on quote-unquote sequel.
Yeah, but you know what they did? What they actually signified by doing this is that it means that TF2 has officially lived longer than Overwatch.
Did it?
Because they killed Overwatch by making a sequel, despite it being the same game.
It did that by doing nothing and having no updates.
Yeah.
What does excite me about the game is the fact that you can level up your heroes now, and essentially you can pick certain upgrades, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's only specifically in the co-op mode, though.
Right. It's not
like MVM. No?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just MVM.
But
like, there's really it's like they're not even like hiding it. It's pretty much just MVM.
Nothing.
You know what? Fine.
Nothing really jumps out at me about this game because Overwatch is just Overwatch at the end of the day. It is nothing special. It's still fun. Don't get me wrong. It's still fun.
Yeah.
I
mean, they basically announced this game just as like a PR move, you know, because this game came out like they announced it like at the exact fucking time when they were getting a ton of backlash for like banning that one player for saying on shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who was it?
During that stuff.
They
there was
fired an esports player because they supported Hong Kong protests.
Oh right.
Yeah. And so they were in hot water for that, and so they threw this out there to distract everybody. You know, the fucking like Men in Black fucking like forget everything you saw beam shit.
It's like Nintendo when that one like free Melee thing was trending.
Yeah.
They immediately like announced, "Hey, we're announcing a Smash character in like a day."
Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what? Overwatch character coming to Smash.
Because I wonder if they would have even called it Overwatch 2 if it weren't for specifically that controversy, and they would have just been like,
you're right.
here's a brand new massive expansion for Overwatch, and they would have just had it a subtitle because it's like, it's the new big co-op mode.
Like, they should just make this a $20 add-on DLC. I would totally be happy with that.
Yeah, that's what it really should be.
It should
that's more or less what it is.
Just keep the base game, because that's literally all it's going to be. Add the co-op mode, which is what I've been asking for. Like, some sort of story-based driven game for this game. Because, like, it'd be cool to... Like, even this aspect of it, like, it would be cool to make your own Overwatch character in the story mode. In a story mode in this game.
I just want a story mode just so that the lore makes some sort of sense.
That too. Like,
it's like League lore where the game is, like, non-canon.
They try...
It is.
They try to...
But you know what game is canon to its lore? TF2.
And it's hilarious because of that.
It really is.
I mean, TF2 is a classic. It's still living to this day.
It is so funny to me that the idea that there is just only 9 mercenaries just being paid to kill all each other. Like, they're on the same teams, but, you know, they just
including
have different chefs.
clones of themselves.
They just have different chefs.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just... The game excites me, but also disappoints me because of the route they're going with it. Like, I would have nothing to complain about if it was like I said.
I'll buy it for $1. Maybe like 20. Yeah, I'd buy it for like 20.
Yeah, 20
bucks.
I think I'm gonna skip on this one.
I probably will too. I haven't played Overwatch in years, and I don't have any particular desire to go back.
No, I love playing it still, but you know, this disappoints me honestly. But let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's go. Starting off these next 3 games kind of go not hand in hand, but all being created.
They go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. They're being created by Riot Games. Riot Games Forge.
They're all getting published by Riot Games.
Published by Riot Games Forge. Pardon me.
Yeah.
First one being the League fighting game.
Yeah, this one's actually getting developed in-house by Riot.
Which excites me because you get to beat each other up without raging.
That's not true. Have you ever seen a fighting game tournament?
That's true.
This is probably going to be more...
It's going to be worse.
This is definitely going to be make me even more angry than when I play League of Legends.
No, League of Legends has its...
much worse.
No, League of Legends has its own rage-inducing... There's nothing like it.
Well, when you play League of Legends, you get depression.
Yeah, it's like depression and rage at the same time, and that's just a horrible combination.
It's just going to be pure anger.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just gonna be regular fighting game anger and frustration.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can't be excited for it until they confirm a Yordle. So then I'll be like, okay.
I bet it's gonna be fucking Rumble.
Yeah, it's
no,
gonna be
definitely.
lame. They're gonna be cowards and not have me like beat the shit out of people as Teemo.
Yo, I was just thinking
And
that.
imagine if Teemo is just like a super annoying zoner. That'd be perfect.
You know what's funny? Teemo's in
just
the
in-
card game, right?
Uh-huh.
He's in the League of Legends card game, and like what he does is he puts shrooms in the enemy's deck, and there's a chance that when you pull up a card and the enemy draws a card, that the card will have a shroom on it, and then they'll take damage.
That's
And you
Just
can stack
imagine how
multiple
incredibly
shrooms on
annoying of a
cards.
zoner he could be, though. Where he places invisible shrooms on the stage that you have to remember where he placed them and dodge them. That
he's
would
gonna be like
horrible.
a snake villager nest hybrid.
I mean, they're not gonna do that because he's gonna be OP like the one short guy in the GoldenEye multiplayer.
That reminds me of another fighting game. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. You know, Phoenix writes his combos don't work on Beautiful Joe because Beautiful Joe is too short.
All right. Well, coming back to this, this picture is quite literally all we have of this game so far.
Pretty much.
There's like a 2 to 3 second like window they show in like the one video they're talking about it of them like of this scene of them fighting, but doesn't literally can't really see much. It's just kind of like Darius jumping and swinging his axe once, which I mean the movement looks cool, but like it's really nothing to go off of.
We do actually know a little bit of what this game will probably be like, if only for the fact of who Riot hired specifically to develop the game for them,
Right.
which they literally bought an entire studio and hired all the developers in-house at Riot because of the last fighting game they made. And it was specifically designed around the main mechanic of, instead of like doing combos in order to do special attacks, all your combos are done by pressing a single button input that has like a special cooldown timer on it.
Which is such a cool way to like get across the MOBA gameplay. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, and the intention was to make a more simplified fighting game that's easier for newcomers, but still deep and complicated for, you know, long-time players. And so that's most likely what we're going to be seeing in this game.
Which is cool. That's a nice little different route, but
And another thing we can probably assume from this game is that, on top of that, this is probably going to be one of the most accessible fighting games ever made, if only for the fact that, one, they already are going to go with that very accessible approach of not needing to learn combos in order to perform like special attacks. And two, it's most likely going to be free to play because this is Riot. That's all they do, free to play shit. And they're probably not going to sell you characters like. They're not going to like force you to buy and unlock all these characters as DLC. Instead, they're probably going to just sell you lots of skins for the characters.
Or they'll do both like League. They'll probably just do dual currency.
Well, they'll do both, but they'll have an in-game currency, and they usually aren't super stingy on it.
Yeah,
like
buying
some
Capcom
other
is
fighting
another
games
I remember.
are. Because I know with like Street Fighter V, it's like you have to play like 1,000 matches. Just to
They
unlock
want
one
you to just pay
character.
like cough up $40 to buy every character.
Yeah, but I'm sure
Which
with Riot,
luckily you can
they're
just
going
pay
to
$60
be-
to unlock the whole game and all characters now.
Yeah.
But
They're going to be. I'm sure Riot will be much less stingy on that, and they're mostly
Yes.
going to focus on selling you the skins.
yeah, they want to be more insidious in getting your money, not less outright.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the game based off of Viego, the Ruin King.
I'm pretty sure this game was supposed to already come out, but it got like
His name's
delayed.
Diego.
Viego. He is
Diego. With
so-
a V.
so
Ooh.
so Ricola. So basically, the item Blade of the Ruin King was.
I know.
is
Yeah,
his-
and I know the lore. I played League years, 8 centuries ago.
He is
now.
the titular ruined king from the item Blade of
He
the
screwed up
Ruined
the cool mushroom map and made it lame.
King.
But yeah, this is
They don't even have that map anymore. They got rid of it.
So tragic.
What was it called?
Twisted Tree Line.
Twisted Tree Line. But yeah, this is story based game. Do you play as Viego in this?
No, he is the final boss. You
Mr.
play as a play as a party. It's like I think the playable party members are Misfortune, Alawi, Pike, Yasuo, Ari.
Oh yeah, this is like you make your party and then you play through.
Oh,
the
is
game.
this the RPG one?
Yeah.
This is the RPG one. Yeah, this is like
Okay,
a
yeah.
RPG.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember this now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
These games were bloody.
Oh, and Braum. That's the one I was forgetting. Was Braum.
Yeah, ultimately,
Yeah.
this is like bread and butter RPG, but with League characters. Kind of immersing a little bit more into the in depth of the actual areas of League and the lore.
You're gonna go through
Bilgewater, right?
and travel over to the Shadow Isles, and you're gonna beat a bunch of characters along the way.
Yeah, and you'll be
I
able
hope
to.
Yorick shows up and sells
Oh,
some math.
He's probably gonna be a boss fight
Oh, sick.
or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll appear.
Like I
I
said,
don't-
he's gonna
yeah, I
show
don't-
up and sell you math.
I don't doubt that.
Maybe he'll be a secret unlockable character.
Yeah, I don't doubt like characters like Thresh, Yorick.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we'll definitely gonna
Viego.
see.
Yeah,
Yorick's
We'll
too
most
cool to
likely
be a
see
secret
Lucian
level
and
character.
Senna.
yeah, definitely. You might find Lucian in the Shadow Isles and like acquire him in the story towards the end or
Who
something.
That'll
knows?
beat you up. Be like, you're lame, and then he'll shoot you in the face.
Or he'll just be an NPC. That'd be pretty cool. Just be like, hey, this is like
Yeah.
a side mission. Avenge
They'll
my.
definitely do something with him.
They got to. Who else is
Yeah.
from the Shadow Isles? Just really quickly.
Kaisa, Hecarim.
I mean,
No,
everyone.
I thought they're from the Void. They're from the Void.
Yeah, no, Kaisa's. I'm thinking of Callista.
Oh, Callista and
mixed the two
Hecarim.
up.
Callista and Hecarim. Correct. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was thinking.
Callista, Hecarim. Let me just look it up real quick. All Shadow Isle characters.
Fucking Karthus. And you already said Yorick. I think
Okay,
that's
so
it.
Champions of the Shadow Isles: Elise, Gwen, Hecarim, Callista, Karthus, Maokai, Thresh, Viego, and Yorick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, did they actually make this Ruin King guy an actual champion?
Yes,
Yeah.
Viego.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. His
He's sick.
passive
He's like
is.
coughing and sneezing.
Well, his passive is whenever he kills an enemy champion, he can control their body.
No, well, yeah. Basically, his ult is
He-
he teleports on you, doing splash damage. But if he kills you with it, he'll consume your soul essentially, and then he'll be able to use your abilities for a short time.
Yeah.
But he can
Yeah,
he
he-
can chain that.
Mordekaiser's ghost
He
sword
turns
is so
into
cool.
you
Yeah, he
for
can-
like a short period of time.
He can chain that too, so that's how he does his combos. So he's like super useless if you don't know how to use him.
He's pretty strong.
Yeah. Without his ult, he's
I
pretty
don't think he's like broken, but I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Moving on to
another
game.
League of Legends game.
Yep, based off of Echo, Convergence.
Yeah. This one I'm looking forward to, I'd say probably more than the Ruin King game,
Definitely.
although I am kind of looking forward to the Ruin King game. Just because, League of Legends without actually having to play League of Legends sounds like a decent time.
Right.
I know. Like I said for years, why don't they just go make like a Diablo like?
Yeah. I mean, they are doing that actually. They
Oh,
are
yeah,
making
yeah,
a
exactly.
Diablo game. But that's not on this list.
Yeah, that's for a later time when
Because we have even less information on that than the fighting game.
in the fighting game we have literally a picture.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you get to play as Echo and walk through Zaun.
Yeah. It's a side-scrolling like action exploration game. I want to say I think it's supposed to be a Metroidvania. They haven't said that specifically, but we'll have to see when they
Yeah, who
release more
knows?
information on the game.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just going aside from all this. It's really nice to see that League is stretching their feet and not just sticking with
and
League.
making a good game, mate. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that they're expanding the IP.
it's very
So they-
promising because they're not just sticking within their boundaries of clientele. They're actually hiring people who are good at making said games,
Yeah.
like that fighting
Like to
one.
put an example, like both the Ruined King game and this game are being made by like kind of like indie devs, like AA studios.
Right. They're taking.
Yeah.
They're just being a publisher in a sense.
Yeah, they're publishing these games, but they hired the studios to make the games for them.
And honestly, if these games do hit, like, this is huge publicity for the indie companies.
But yeah, the studios doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
because
possibly,
the last game, The Ruined King, it's not getting developed by Riot Games. It's being developed by Airship Syndicate.
Nice.
Mhm.
So, and you know, like, it's just, it's
I'm not
also great
sure.
for somebody, like, for us, me and Chestnut. I mean, Ricola's played League, but hasn't touched the game in years now. But,
Evil.
me and
Yeah.
Chestnut still play to this day, and it's just like, yeah, the game's...
Yeah,
the
I
game-
kind of wish I didn't, but I still do.
The game has its moments where it's fun still, but it's just, it's nice
That's
to see.
the problem. It's like drugs.
It's like, you know you need to stop, but it's just that one time that draws you back in. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
You have one good night, and it's all over. Back to square one.
League of Legends, not even once.
Look what the T-Mix did to me. That was years.
What about the Draven mix?
Nah, the
Welcome
T-Mix
to
is what
League of
legitimately got me into the game. It went so hard.
Yeah. To actually talk about Convergence, I'm pretty excited for this, just because I love the idea of just fucking running around Zaun as Echo. Zaun is probably my favorite region in the entire game.
Bilgewater's
It's just
mine.
such a cool fucking location.
I
feel like
I've
they
heard
don't
that
realize
Vandal
enough.
City is just fucking gone from canon, so
It still
I can't have
exists.
it.
It exists. I think it's supposed to exist in like a portal dimension. The Vandals hop through the Yordles hop through like little portals that they hide around the world, and
League.
they all
Turned up a
Vandal
perfectly
City.
good launch. Lore at launch was already perfectly good.
They had two different races. Why would they do that?
The Yordles and
did
who?
they really do that? What the hell is that about?
Yordles and
Yeah.
who?
Yeah, because originally Tristana wasn't a Yordle.
What was she?
Really?
She was like a Megling, I think it was called. They cut them from the lore though, because they're like having two of these is redundant.
Right.
Just all make them Yordles.
Well, alright. But yeah, Convergence, a very promising game. Hopefully we can get some more news on it to talk more in a later stream about it. Because, you know, Rune King, Convergence, these games are very promising. It's nice to see Riot doing something different for a change. Possibly doing something better for once. Instead of just publishing the most played rage-inducing game in the world.
Yeah.
But, alright, moving on to our
To
last...
the final game.
My fucking holy shit, I cannot believe they are making this game.
Which one is this?
The Lord of the Rings Gollum. You get to play as Gollum in Middle Earth, and yeah. The game looks sick. It's got a different art
Is this
style.
done by like Monolith or whatever? Who did
Let me check. Let me double check.
the
For
people
you.
who did Shadow of Mordor or whatever?
I don't think so, but I will check for you. Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Let's see. Developer Daedalic Entertainment GmbH. So, I'm gonna say no, not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. You get to play as fucking Gollum in Middle Earth.
What does he do? Like walk around and like eat poop?
No,
What does he do?
you are like a scavenger. You're probably gonna fucking
Yeah, like I said, walk around and eat poop.
no, but you'll sneak into fucking the Citadel, all the two towers. You'll be able to. I'm assuming the end goal is to try and find the ring. Yeah, you get to play as Gollum in his perspective because like the movies, yeah, you see him in the movies, but you know he's just kind of used and beaten around and then eventually just thrown into a giant volcano. And in the games, the Shadow of Mordor games, he just kind of leads you places, and that's that. They really
Maybe
don't.
he's more expanded in the books. I haven't seen the movies.
So
They definitely take a different art style as far as everything goes. Like the orcs don't look the same. Golem looks a little different as far as like art wise. He still has the fucking weird, scraggly looking. Fucking, he's
Yeah.
got just a piece of cloth covering his dick. But
What species is he supposed to be originally?
he's a
Is
hobbit.
he-
He's a hobbit.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he was because I know the ring fucked him up.
Yeah, he was a hobbit, and then the ring basically corrupted him and made him into a fiend.
I read 100 pages of The Hobbit.
I've read the whole Hobbit. The shit. See, just a quick little tangent. If they made movies on the actual, I believe it's the First Age or the Third Age, there's so many of the books. There's so many fight scenes that they could do, like with the amount of CGI they have today. They could literally fucking make so many top of the line movies with the Lord of the Rings books, but they just don't.
Because they made 3 Hobbit movies and they weren't very good.
Yeah, but get this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the third one, but I thought the first one was okay at least.
It's just that The Hobbit is like a 200-something page book that they tried to make into 3-hour movies.
They were good. They were good because there's the writing was so in depth. You have to pay attention to the book. Like,
yeah,
the book, The Hobbit is one of the few books that has replay value, if that makes sense. Reread value.
I'll be honest, The Hobbit's actually, from what I remember, was a somewhat light read, at least from its time.
It's an amazing book, though.
I'm just saying.
Just quick.
Lord of the Rings is very deep and in depth, like in terms of.
Yeah, in terms of lore, the Lord of the Rings is so in depth. Like they don't even talk about the Silmarillions. They don't talk about the 6 other elven races that live in the Holy Lands.
Fantasy lore's terrifying. Get out of
here. They don't talk about any of the gods.
Yeah, so in case anyone was wondering, yes, Lukos is a diehard super fan of Lord of the Rings.
It's an amazing book, amazing movies, you know. I mean, yes, they're fucking insanely long, but they're all worth them. They have, like...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't...
Really good.
I wouldn't make somebody sit down...
Sam, you should play the 50-hour Lord of the Rings board game.
Maybe.
It's supposed to be an absolute nightmare.
But all in all, this is a long stream, but all in all, just wrapping up, this game looks cool. Definitely gonna play it. It's nice to... It would be cool to play a game from the perspective of this little character in this big-ass world.
Sneak around and eat poop.
Sneak around and eat poop and then eventually get thrown into a giant lava pit.
Shank people for their jewelry.
No, you don't shank people. You bite their neck and then rip off their finger.
Better.
No, okay, so literally you bite off their neck and then you bite the invisible guy's finger off to get the ring.
Oh, is this a real game mechanic?
No, this is a real movie mechanic. This is what happens in the movie.
I hope there's like a dedicated button for that, though.
Yeah, there's probably a bite bucket button.
There might be.
But yeah.
So this game is gonna end with you falling in the volcano, right?
I'm assuming, because if they're true to the book, Gollum dies by chasing the ring into the one volcano where
or
it was
they'll
first
just start it before he meets
Frodo,
right? First.
No.
They'll just stop it before that, maybe.
No, he meets Bilbo first, but then Frodo, he goes in the Fellowship. He meets in the Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. See, I could honestly, I could have a whole like 2-hour stream of me just talking about Lord of the Rings, but
another day.
Yeah, not another day. This is a gaming podcast.
I mean, well, when this game comes out and you play through it, then you can talk about your experiences with it.
Right. But obviously, we gotta wait for the game to come out. It doesn't have a release date.
We'll edit it down to 6 hours if you're talking about it instead of 12.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
just seeing this just makes me want to talk about it so much. But if you're still here watching, thank you for sitting through 3 hours and 10 minutes of this. It's been real fun. Anything you guys want to share?
Nope.
What were you most excited for that we talked about today?
Yes, please.
As you can hear from what I just said, The Lord of the Rings Gollum is my most anticipated, game I want to play right now.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Going back to like the beginning of the stream, though, I just want to make it clear that if you are excited for Final Fantasy 16, that's fine. If you are hyped for the cool action in that game, that's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with you.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Nothing personal.
Yeah,
He only has things personal against Tetsuya Nomura.
Yeah. I don't even dislike Nomura. I think he's a great character designer. I think I love a lot of his games.
Yeah.
Nomura's not even working on this one.
No, I know.
I'm just not happy with the direction the series has been currently taking.
And
Yeah.
and that's your opinion, and we're here to talk about it on this podcast.
Yeah. And if you like that direction, that's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not crucifying you for that opinion.
I just want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I see a YouTube comment on this later, and people are like, "Ooh, you didn't watch till the end,"
Yeah, we're gonna read that.
I'm gonna catch you on that one.
We're gonna read that comment and then re-comment on it. We're gonna be like, skip to 3 minutes and 10 minutes, 3 hours and 10 minutes into the video.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Are we going 3 hours?
Yep. And we are done now. That
Yeah.
concludes.
Have a nice
podcast.
night, everybody.
Yeah, that concludes episode 3, guys. Thanks for sitting through this. Yeah, have a great night.
This is gonna be the longest one.
Yes.